So we are back again during a rare enemy week. Just finished our little D&D story time. So I think from the perspective of Blue ID, we're going to showcase a really stupid run that is useful if you're playing solo. But you could do it with multiple players. It's just not very long. So don't blink. The run will be over soon. Parameter, more likely than not, as well as Remote Battery, knows this particular run. It is the Massive Attack ABC, but get this, you reset as soon as you're done with the Rappies. Such a dumb reset. We could kill the Buddhas if you want for extra XP, but we don't actually need to do anything else. Oh, look, a rare Rappy. Wow, how fortuitous. Will we be rewarded? Now we should definitely stick around and not reset. So what, yeah, I was gonna say, so if Remote just stacks Scafoe here, there's not much they could really do. And because I have a trap, I could basically just stop them from ever really hitting him realistically. So he is like literally nothing to worry about, even though we're both not like the highest of levels to enter here. So I'm gonna walk away while Scafoe is there. Don't think I got anything from the Ignition Cloak guy, sadly. What did he even drop? A tele? He dropped a telepipe. So if he wants to, he could kill these for Heavenly Arms. Might as well just check them real quick. But anyway, the reset is just those Rappies, for those that are curious. I'll let him kill these just for a quick check here. Sadly, I'm not a force, so I can't really expedite this without Pew Pew Laser. Okay. Sadly, my XP per second is not set up on this particular laptop, so I can't quite tell how much I'm getting per run. Looks like an okay amount. But yeah, just resetting that beginning room over and over again. If you don't see any rare Rappies, you don't even wait for the other Buddhas, you just leave. So legitimately, we don't even let them fall, but we could let them fall if you just want XP. It's not a very hard run. Forgot to see what the forecast is. Hunters, droids, males. The time of Hewcast is upon us, apparently. But yes, essentially you could just spook them. If we were playing Ultimate, we would be hiding probably over here and just spamming to spook them. Just gonna help clean up for Remote a little bit here. They go down pretty quickly. You know, might as well just let the Rappies drop items since we're already cleared. I'm actually just gonna slash lobby. All I care about is the rare enemy. Heavenly Arms is not something I actually need at the moment. Yeah. We'll go at least until I level up, then we'll switch what quests we do. It'd be nice if this character just got a little tankier than 203 defense. I mean, she is a rocket seal, so she should end up with quite a bit at some point. In fact, I could just leave it on A, just to save myself an anyway. Let's move it forward a song in the Gundam Dynasty Warrior soundtrack. We accidentally ended up on an extended song, but I didn't really want to pause the conversation last time. Oh, maybe that's my... things. Okay. I'm gonna walk away since we did bother to clear that, to at least see what the Rappies drop any materials for PDs. Gonna say remote really wants that heavenly arm. I'm good. It's too slow with multiplayer for me. If I was playing at Force, I would consider it. But I'm like, nah. Just want that quick reset and run. There we go, better menuing. What about if I wanted to mess around with the interval of scrolls and things like that in the launcher, but I don't know if I really want to do it on the backup computer. Maybe if we play later in the week, while my other computer goes in for repairs, maybe. Another rare Rappy. Well, I mean, we're being rewarded. I'm gonna help kill the Del Rappy, otherwise remote will be here forever, trying to kill this thing. Okay, so now it's worth clearing as much as we can. As I said before, normally if you just do this, like once those other Rappies spawn, you just slash lobby, normally. They're not rare. Speed up the run, but since there's a rare Rappy here, we'll get the XP. I'm gonna walk away. Sadly, it does not sound like either of us got Ignition Cloak. We'll do a couple more resets. At least it feels like there's Rare Rappy Week. That's what it feels like. I mean, we at least have the boosted Rare Enemy chance, which again, I feel like these are very minor things, but I would really love if it just told us it's Rare Enemy Week in the party info. I will tell you for people that are coming in, and I know from my experience first playing this game, from the standpoint of looking at the things, I just think that there's no weekly bonus. Like, unless I go, like, dive into the wiki and look at the bottom right tracker, if I just happen to be on, like, a class guide page, or if I just happen to be looking at controls or, like, quest lists, I'm not really going to know what week it is if I come in the game and learn about party info. And it's not like when you come into the game, it's like, oh, you know, there's this mysterious other thing that's boosted. So I don't think any Rappies are here, sadly. I'm just gonna lobby. Faster resets, faster. More Rappy. We'll do a couple more of these. But at least we could say for remote, we tried very hard to get Rare Rappy, and we did get 2. On average, we need about 15 different sightings in order to potentially get an Ignition Cloak. We've already had 2, which is more than some of our Rare Enemy weeks, to be honest. Even in ones where we've done full clears of this area. I'm gonna go ahead and mop them up here. So we could just reset at this point. I like that I was hitting enter to hit lobby. I'm gonna shot a shot. Gonna get fortune for selling those chicken wings, you would think. Have a Rappy burger today. So hope you're doing okay, Calvisham. I saw your nudes on the Discord. Hopefully today's feeling a little better. These things. Nice level up. Look at that. This is how we're gonna level from Rappy. You know what? I might as well just kill this wave. Might as well just get greedy for experience. Still get XP a second. Yeah, I don't think there's a more efficient route for Rappies. There's just so many up front, and it's just like a 20-second run. You spend more time menuing and going to the location than doing Rappy kills. It's never easy. Sorry to hear Calvisham. Well, hopefully at least the music helps a little bit, keep your mind off of things. I think I saw you were playing Sea of Stars earlier. Come out with the DLC or something. My Rappy is. Oh, I shot too early. Big dumb. Okay. Said before, we're gonna go until I level. That way, this is just purely for the Rappy. Shouldn't take too many more runs. We're averaging about 3,000 or so. And again, I've done entire like 2-hour runs of like MA, and I've never seen the rare Rappy. I would get like Marissa or like Dorfadeclair or some troll rare. Started the game again to see all the changes. Game got better. I'll just schedule that in for playing it this year. Hearing good things both from you and Kirk from the chat. I've been bodied. Our material. So, what else did you do during Rare Enemy? That is kind of boring. Like, we could do it, but it's one of those ones where if it's gonna be around all week, I'm not in a rush. Like, if I'm potentially doing this Tuesday, Thursday, we don't need to have like 5 million hours of it. Core Slimes pod. Forest. I don't know if I want to do forest resets either. Man, I wish there was something more interesting to hunt. I guess in theory you could do episode 2 hunts, but sadly enough, I'm more interested in Vivian than I am like Rambling May at this point. Which I don't think really benefits from Rare Enemy. If I recall correctly, it's just on the Rappy versus on the Mill Lily. Enemies. I'm gonna say we briefly hit like 80 XP a second, which to me is very funny. Probably 2 more clears and we'll move on. So I'm just trying to think from the standpoint of other rares Remote be interested in. I guess in theory we could do Hold a Tour. Just thinking about if there's a way to make it interesting. I could do like a joke Mill Lily run. I'm trying to recall. I think purple gets Frozen Shooter. Question mark, I think. I mean, obviously we normally do it on like white ID or like other IDs, but I think you could get it there. It also gets I'm pretty sure it also gets early Heavenly Arms. That much I'm pretty sure is certain in Forest. Isn't the worst. If we're just trying to level new characters, I guess we could in theory do it that way. Yeah, this character just needs raw levels at this point. Once they get above like 900 attack, I'll be good for basically every location. Won't be burning as much money. So yeah, 1 more and I'll level. I think what we'll do, let's clear out to the satellite lizards. Or actually, no, let's clear to the second zoo, or the first zoo sighting. Because there are some Rappies there. That'll be our last bigger check for Rappies. So we'll basically kill like the Astarks, and then there'll be Rappies and Lizards. Then we'll move on. And if you're looking to level up your force, we could just choose an easy area like Forest. Just trying to think of ways to make it quote-unquote more exciting. Should be leveling up here. Nice. Wait, what? Wait, what? Was my enemy reader blocking my stat up? Why couldn't I see what my stats were? I feel like chat needs to rewind and let me know what happened there. I wanted to see if I actually got... Wait, what? What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Something terrible has happened. My next level is at 0. I'm at negative 2,000 a level, and I didn't get any stats. Uh-oh. Question mark. Well, at least if I go to submit an issue, I could be like, hey, remember that time I streamed on Twitch and I hit negative 3,000 a level at 93? Oops. So what's going to happen? Am I gonna leave and be level 94? I mean, I think we have to go back and clip that. Like, I'm at negative X feet a level. Like, so something has gone terribly wrong. Welcome back, AntaresConvoy. Well, apparently the world fell apart without you, AntaresConvoy. You're the pillar to the community. It's all over. PSO is broken for me. I don't know what's going to happen if I keep playing. I will try logging out to see what happens. But I guess clip what you can. I'm at negative 6,000 a level at 93. I don't even think we did anything that weird, honestly. Other than play the quest with 2 people, I guess. There we go, nice fireball to finish them off. I will be very sad if we get Congeal Cloak before we get the Ignition Cloak. Let's prove at least the fire trap speeds it up a little bit. Oh boy, chat. Well, we're now in unknown territory yet again. See that, chat? We played PSO for years. I still see things I've never seen before, so I'm going to attempt to leave the game. What is going to happen? Okay. I have it leveled. If I change blocks, what happens? It says 94. It does not say 94 for me. Now it says 94. Now I have leveled. Okay, changing blocks fixed it. Okay, we're good. just like, it definitely still said 93 in the corner, and I'm apparently 60% of the way through there. So something very weird happened, but we managed to get through. Apparently I got 3 extra ATP. It's not bad. So I will double check IDs in just 1 minute. We're gonna move forward on the soundtrack list. Let's do a little bit of Ultimate Episode 1. We're playing with new people anyway. Did I remember correctly? Purple indeed gets Frozen Shooter. You know what? We're gonna go more meme-y than Frozen Shooter. Chat's ready to go full meme. Alright, we're going full meme. Can chat guess what quest I'm gonna do? I'm Purple ID. I mentioned Frozen Shooter and Mill Lily. Those are your only hints. Pretty good hints. We're gonna go ahead and go forward here. Rescue from Regal, nice. Good call out. Indeed. I get bored at Charles' ego. I used to call that the Easter quest because that would be the only quest to grind for Easter eggs. A long time ago, I just call it the Easter quest. I haven't called it that recently because I burned myself out on it, but there's other quests we could do. A high number of badges and other things. So might as well bring in another force. This forest is actually pretty easy. The only thing I'm gonna do is probably pick up a limiter. So I have a cure paralysis on to deal with that. I can remove the god technique pretty easily to just start holding the limiter. Start unlocking that as we play. That way, messing around at least gives me, Oh no, how do I page up, page down on this computer? What sorcery is this? Where's page up, page down? Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. It's like, I'm looking at the keyboard and I'm like, something is not right. Just like, my fingers are pressing things and I'm not scrolling. Okay, well that at least explains it. Above my trackpad. As opposed to another function on the arrow keys like my other computer. That's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna wear the limiter. What is my kill count with this thing out of curiosity? We've been slowly leveling up while playing with the team. Was it like 0, I think, at the start? Oh, it's at 1261. It's getting there. Look at that, chat. Progress has been made. I guess that's a way I can play at high-level gameplay and not feel bored. If I just unlock adepts for people, then it's like the XP matters. I should probably grab a Psycho Wand, actually. I Refo Emerge and 3 Seals, which makes sense. That's pretty much all I'm going to be casting. Tempest Cloak for Surface is good enough. Definitely one Psycho Wand to reduce costs. Oh. Who has my Psycho Wand? Chat, I might remake to go find it. I'm assuming one of my forces does. I'm gonna guess it's my Orange ID force that's like one. Let me check. It's one of those ones where that does make a big difference in the run. It saves me tri-fluids and it's 30% more damage. Just check her real quick. Game was really thinking about that. There's only so many forces I played the other day. I'll figure it out. Otherwise, you can open the character reader. Really thinking about that load. No, she doesn't have it. Was I playing my Viridian Force last? I might have been. Okay. I'm working through what I did a couple of sessions ago. I'm like, I do recall playing a character I don't normally play, so it's probably him. And since I don't normally play him, I probably just forgot to put it back. Yeah, we'll do purple ID, so that way we have chance at Hildator and technically Psycho Wand. Do I care if I receive either? Not really, but it's just an excuse to kill a lot of enemies. Yeah, there it is. This menu there, that's okay. Yeah, this character is super complete. Like V101, V801, Smart Link, Heavenly Arms for the combo. Put away the Psycho Wand, and it's already got the 88 power there, kind of nice. Seabang 4, I think, has my purple Faux Newman. Well, I feel like I haven't been playing as much, but technically I could bring him in for pod once we have like stronger people. So if I just feel like playing non-even beat pod, I would rather play this character. Although I'm a little sad he has Tempest Cloak. I'd probably unironically switch him to Congeal Cloak if I wanted to do him pod full time. I really do want to get as much Rebarda damage as possible. I don't think I benefit as much from Lightning as I do in episode 1 compared to episode 4. And obviously Fire is just ridiculous for every other run, so... Try again. Almost went to episode 4. Brandy's like, yes, you will do pod. Obey the inner instincts. Yeah, I'm not really losing that much damage with the God technique. That was just for very greedy clears. I think at one point he was doing some episode 2 stuff, and that's why I wanted Megan leveled. Plus, it's just kind of a filler slot anyway, since he's kind of done as a character, honestly. You can see he does a lot of, or he used to do a lot of lilies when we did cookie runs. Remember when we did cookie runs in caves, chat? Remember those? We haven't done those in like an eon. I don't really miss them, but I'm just more like saying those. Like, they exist, I don't want to do them, but they're technically there. Just, I don't want to do that. Oh boy, fragments of a memory. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Scarlet Realm is up. Wanted to technically do caves, but the rest of the RBR I wasn't really excited by. I mean, obviously we'll do some, like, episode 2, you know, actual real Phantasmal World 3 clears for serious Cycle 1 attempts at some point. Yeah, look at the damage of Razan with the 3 seals equivalency plus Cycle 1. It's so good. Really, arms wouldn't be a bad amount of PD if we happen to pick it up. Zio has found Heart of Rabbit Wand. Where does that even drop from? Owl Griffin. Ew. Ew. Chat. Ew. Ew. Are they? Ew. Yeah. Isn't that green ID? I swear that's not even a RT ID. Oh, I feel like I witnessed a crime. Are people really? Oh, people are grinding that on Rare Enemy Week? Ugh. Ugh. Alright, chat? Ugh. Please, no. That sounds miserable. Is there anything? I mean, it's green ID, so like, is there a quest that happens to do miracles into Gal Griffin? I'm just trying to think about it. That wouldn't be some like heinous war crime of doing like RT or something. Right, like it would make more sense if the quest had like 16 miracles and then it ended with Gal Griffin. I'm just not thinking of it offhand. That would be slightly more forgivable. It still wouldn't make sense to do during Rare Enemy Week, but you know, it's technically there. I could almost respect that run. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Hashtag buff green ID. Hashtag why is green ID have like nothing to hunt anymore outside of episode 4. It is good, but red ID exists, there's no point. Yeah, hopefully I can get an upgrade here with red handgun. Sadly, I don't think this is a red saber ID. That's for more when we're doing Terrell Zigo nonsense. Four enemies. Slowly out of range. Look at that damage. Ooh. The forces kind of dunk on Forest, at least in Ultimate. Feels somewhat good to play as them. They have a little trouble versus the Hilda Thors unless you're doing S ranks or something crazy. Not exactly gonna combo kill with Charge Vulcans outside of some ridiculous scenario. A little box check from here. so much for Varda damage. Look at them go. Skip it forward a song. So for performance-wise, it seems okay, but I am just playing the equivalency of PSO. It's not exactly the most intensive thing ever. Just a reminder, there are the instant death traps. Not in this room, but coming up. If you die without escape doll, you might be in trouble here. And Razonda's so good. Wouldn't mind seeing some vices. That at least is a little exciting. There's not many cave monsters to fight here, but a little bit of vice, a bit more exciting. Fortunate thing is you didn't get warped out of there and fail the quest. That's the important thing. Oh, I interrupted that Lily. That could have been so bad. Look how iceable they are. Look at them. Yeah, Congeal Cloak here is kind of nice, but there's not enough caves, I think, to justify me swapping into it just for this area. Almost. Plus side, I'm gonna level soonish. Joke's on you, Lilies. I can hit all of you and freeze your companions. Wouldn't mind finding another high hit vice. I think I'm good for my main characters anyway, so I have enough for the next few casts. So like my Hugh Casil has one, my Humar has one, shockingly. My Hugh cast has one, my second Hugh cast has one. Third one, I might have a backup. Eventually I would probably want one for Ramar, but it's less of a concern because Ramar's so broken. You can just get away with like a 20 hit one and be okay. Or just regular charge Vulcans or something. Poor dragon. I do love the lone Crimson Assassin deciding it could probably take us. And the other one's like, no, brother! Let's level up. A few more levels, and even with Limiter, I'll be a max MST. Which is good, because having him potentially do runs to unlock would be fun during Easter, rather than doing your traditional CCC, which is very fast, don't get me wrong, but I just kind of slip it in that I don't have to just do monotonous grinding. I'd actually be doing real hunts. Definitely curious what ID people think is the worst ID right now. Like, if there is an ID where if you picked it, you'd just be like, damn, there's no runs I can do, or nothing of interest. Green, no hesitation, damn. I feel like that's kind of true now. Like, honestly, like, outside of episode 4, just, they really are kind of the worst CTF ID. Like, Holy Ray is okay. Don't get me wrong, if it rolls high hit, like, it's good. But, like, it's missing, like, all those other support items along the way. Yeah, like, they'll get the equivalency of, like, V101 plus Heaven Strikers, so they're definitely not ever gonna be, like, a truly terrible episode 4 ID. There's quite a few runs they could do there, but man, when it just comes to episode 1, it's like, are you even good at anything anymore in episode 1? Like, honest question. Like, I do think they have, like, one of the worst ruins. Their mines is abysmal. The lack of V101 from there and it getting, like, nothing in replacement is so painful. Hello, Pan Arms. I'd like you to freeze. Am I just that unlucky? Wait, am I gonna kill him before getting a freeze? Wow. It's unlucky. That was very unlucky. Probably do this quest twice. It is a longer quest, so doing this like 3 or 4 times is a little much. It's nice to mix it in every now and then. Maybe we'll get some PDs. Just do the raw number of enemies killed. I think so far the formatting for PSO looks okay. Isn't seeing anything major. I did notice I forgot to put the shadow in the background of the chat. I was like, oops. It's on one of my PSO versions, but not the one that I usually use. So I fixed that for the future. Because I read chat, but then I realize, oh, it actually doesn't have the background that it should have. Close, but okay, I know not to move or I'm gonna die. I remember from last time, like I'm gonna believe in the cast here. Hopefully I don't get wombo comboed into a trap and die. I think we're good now. Yeah, this wave is probably the hardest solo. If you don't have the ability to see the traps, you just get melted by the fire damage. Like one melee combo into trap could be like 1100, 1200 damage, which will kill a lot of early level characters. Possibly even still kill high level foe neural. Wow, the Lily just got deep fried. The double Ripoe spam on that poor Lily. Holy. Actually melted. I guess that's the side dish to the Rappy Burger. We gotta be careful here, because there's like lilies right near the door, but this is such a great Ripoe room. If you didn't believe in the power of Ripoe before, like, look how nonsense that clear was. So dumb. Love it though. Let's start waking up the Pan Arms. Trying so hard to freeze the other one, it's just not working. There we go. Also, I had to adjust the tracker, so hopefully it's not too heinously off. Boxes, trigger the enemies, reach the healing circle. Got that instant revive. I wasn't sure if there's escape goal there or not. I'm like, let's not chance it. Be a dumb way to game over. Murdered by enemies, then just stood there thinking they were fine. Rip. We also get to play the fun game of which switch is the real switch. I think the one to the right is real later on when we're in forest. Let's see if I'm right. I'll take that money. Greediest the pickups there. There we go. We're doing unconventional rare enemy week. We did it. Found a red ring. Nice. Ooh, that was good. Is the parasitic gene flow weapon worth? No. Simple answer, no. I wish it was. It would have been exciting. I think all it gives is like piercing Megat or something. It's very lame. It's not super effective at anything, sadly. I wish it gave like a mechanic where it's like it just like boosts MST or like doubles your MST or something crazy. Would have been interesting, but nope. Well, yeah, speaking of which, at some point, since Rare Enemy Week is here, we can try to see if we see rare enemies in Endless Episode 1 and 2. That was a recent buff we did talk about, but haven't showcased at some point. Maybe we'll try one of those later. Although I'll need to bring in a strong character, I think. The way team can play with their current team. Oh, speaking of Elden Taurus. Rare enemies. Don't mind me, just gonna spam Razan. Hopefully it unlocks them. Oh, I'm in trouble. Photon drop, interesting. Frozen shooter, no hit percentage. Bit of a shame. I'll take it, I guess, for new player. Well, mission accomplished. We got one of the rare items that were mentioned earlier. It'd be more exciting if somebody got Psycho 1 from this run, I'm not gonna lie. Like, take that, people that grind the normal stuff for Mill Lily, which I still don't recommend for Psycho 1. At some point, we'll do a genuine Orange ID run for Psycho 1. I feel bad. Like, I think we've done it, like, once, maybe total on stream. Just, I don't have, like, an Orange ID hunter. And even if I want to make, like, the Humar that for showcase purposes, he's not really good at the hunts that are there. Orange is kind of niche. I do like Orange Episode 4, though. Orange Episode 4, Orange Mines, pretty good. I can't think of anything that they normally hunt in Episode 2, aside from maybe if they have, like, Daylight Scar or something in Spaceship. Can't think of anything that you would normally do, other than, like, Gibble's resets. Not exactly, like, doing a full clear to, RT, for example. I mean, I guess in theory you could. English 3 RN resets? Oh no. Oh yeah, PW4, yes. I'd be like, oh no, we're box running in all IDs now. We've truly gone insane. I still think that the Episode 4 boxes are still really good. And, you know, at least they get, like, Rare Enemy, Orange ID, and they get Value, Orange ID. I like that Orange and Yellow are, like, kind of generic value outside of, like, Cannon Rouge. Wild box runs, TM. Welcome, Dango. Hope you're doing okay. That ambush, though. Currently living. How do we improve the Dango's Day is what we gotta think about. Should probably get rid of a Guilty Light so I can pick up that Scape Doll. Goodbye, Guilty Light. I don't think there's any hunts that are active that Dango would like. Definitely the RBR is kind of a bust. So speaking of ways you can improve RBR, please put rare enemies or during RBR. And then have like one quest See, this is what I was talking about before. If they started introducing 4 quests instead of 3 quests, where you have like one just kind of like slightly different boosted, like lower boost, but it's like a good quest that you could just generically play if you don't want to do rare enemy week. Dango says, it's been somewhat improved, new StarCraft 2 random version, including more specific unit upgrades, the ability for random races. Nice. Don't think I've played StarCraft 2 before, but it is what a long-lasting game it seems. Remember that back in like the Diablo era. Ooh, PDs. Rewarded for awkward runs. Oh, not rewarded. No room. 5-8 material. Random got more random. Nothing wrong with that. Well, chat, as I said before, my rate is usually 3 PDs in 3 hours when it's drop rate week. I think my average raid for 3 hours is going to be about 2, because I tend to not play like super high monster density. But who knows, maybe if we do this quest again, we'll end up with another PD. And rare enemy on pink ID doesn't add like a lot of value. I definitely think like it's a big missed opportunity. Pink needs like a very small buff in certain areas. I don't mind them having Smart Link, I just wish that was their normal build out clear and they got something more interesting on Hildator. Like, I'm not even saying make it Frozen Shooter, just something else. I mean, they have things like Disco Brave Man. It would be kind of funny if they replaced one of their things with Disco Brave Man. That way it's technically not Frozen Shooter, but it's something else of interest. I think something like V801 would be inappropriate here. Jaya from Hildator would also be funny on Pink ID. Because again, that's just another thing that they get for some reason on episode 2, but I don't think they get it in episode 1, if I'm not mistaken. So having Hildator drop Disco Brave Man would be kind of funny. Probably end up doing... Okay, which one's real? Is the right one. Good. Oh, no. The bait. Trolled. Wow, that was so rude. Bait was real. See, I would have picked the right one. I would have been wrong. Remote won't remember that, yeah. Remote disapproved of that. This room is so fun. This is where it becomes like a force run. Like, before then, like a couple rangers can clean it up. This room is so fun with force. It's like, finally, a quest that it feels like it's good to play at force. You're not just like lagging behind trying to kill like 2 enemies as a force instead of just like 5 gajillion. I'm gonna come over here, touch the boxes, get ambushed. Bring them back over here just for more to kill. So I'm happy. The character I haven't played as very much already leveled. And he's, you know, 166, or was 166, so there's that. Yeah, this particular area will, on drop rate week, is disgusting, and we'll test the item tracker to its limits. There's so many enemies here. Like, it starts off with just a couple, then you start coming into the room, and it's like, oh wait, no. Don't understand. What are you fighting? The answer is everything / yes. Huh? What? Why my control lock up there? That was weird. I just walked up and didn't do anything. Weird. Hopefully that's just a one-off moment. Anyway, back to zapping. Thank you, Tempest Cloak, for the boosted damage along with Psycho Wand. Oh, so many things to lightning zap. These guys. Just look how many enemies there are. And there's more Mothfists coming in. And... wait, maybe Pink ID gets something from the Mothfist. I'll have to check after this. Now that I said that, I'm like, I feel like somebody gets something like that, but it might be episode 2 I'm thinking of. Oh, lots of power material. You would almost swear it's drop rate weak with how many items are hitting the floor right now. I'm not complaining, it's really good. Rappy's getting a guaranteed, like, potential PD chance is kind of nice. I like to view that as the real Rappy drop. It's not Meseta, like grinders or materials. It's random PDs. There's quite a few enemies. Nice level up. Again, we're making them just a little tankier. So if we can manage to get Parameter up one more level, we'll be able to survive episode 4. Kind of an important threshold for him to cross the 718. He is guaranteed to get at this point. Very far off from surviving episode 4, but if we avoid Dwarf ones, it might be doable. Those 2 poor lone guards. Okay, I love how there's over 209 items that have dropped, by the way. Like, there's a scroll list of how many items have dropped in this quest. This should show you just truly how ridiculous this area is for items. Just absolutely outrageous. I'm gonna debuff what I can. There's actually so many enemies here, it's not possible to debuff them all with one spell. There's only a couple quests in the game where that happens. This is one of them. You get to learn it has target limits. Probably put a couple Kapoes while we wait, because inevitably something will take damage from it. Let's look at the Rappies instantly. Speaking of which, wolves hit damage immediately, most of them are dead. Back to Kapoe stacks. Nicely done. Didn't even spook the Rappies there, that was amazing. Stack more Kapoe. Might as well as while we wait, it's not gonna go faster than this. Nice photon drop. So again, any wolves that come in while you have Kapoe out die instantly. So they at least are something you could Kapoe stack on. Yeah, see that? They took so much damage. So many items. Okay, if I scroll, are we gonna hit like 300 plus? How many items did we get? Woo! 306. Absolutely wild. You know, chat, there's a way we can make it more wild. Aside from inviting Dango, because Dango is always welcome on the stream. Grab the Meseta. Curious how much I added to the kill count here. Survey says 1,500. Hey, look at that, chat. I went from essentially 0 a week ago to 1,500. Not bad. Given I haven't done much CC grinding. I'll take that. 30,000 Meseta, not too bad. The wild Dango appears. I'm gonna go ahead and move the song on the Dynasty Warrior Gundam. Or we're gonna do this with the twist chat. This should be some stupid XP for the team. If we're coming in with the 4-man squad, this should actually be pretty nasty. Yeah, I don't remember new mop-up operation being any good. Sorry, chat. There's just some quests I just don't think should be on there. They're just, like, not even remotely worth running. Like, not everything has to be, like, a top 3 quest, but it has to have at least something worth hunting. Like 41 satellite lizards? Like, that's it? A really exciting enemy counts. Dango here, I'm not really worried about clears. Double Force basically mops up everything. Just gonna enjoy that beautiful XP bonus of 150%. I'd switch to 3 seals on the surface and Rifoe underground. Try to optimize my damage a little bit more. Well, let's see how we do. We slightly increased the drop rate. Air rate is up. Maybe we'll actually see a red handgun this time, who knows? Immediate box rare. Sadly, nothing of interest. I mean, technically we're improving our chances of seeing vices by playing Anguish. God, the surface was spam. We're already at 140 XP a second? Okay. Seems fair. See that, chat? We're inventing our own ways to level. And that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, it's not going to be, like, optimal for hunts. But sometimes you're just, like... Doing normal forest is really boring. And I feel like people don't bring that up enough. And I think people are kind of numb to it. They're just like... Oh, you know, it's not the most optimal run. It's like, listen, sometimes you just want to play with people and mess around. Sometimes you're like, you know what? I have like 5 million Brands launchers and like level 200 forces, or like near 200. Play a little Anguish, get a little XP. Move away from the items that are like incredibly broken, like demons. Let's rely on pure spam on the arena. Sometimes Final Destination no items isn't that fun, yeah. Like, it's already been nerfed extremely heavily. Like, just let it ride. Floats Pokeballs only. Gross. Move away from me, Killer Rappies. I want nothing to do with you. Or remote. Getting hard bullied. There we go. All we gotta do is occasionally throw in a gel in and we should be fine. Try grinder. Dragon will still probably get combo killed even with additional health. Poor Dragon, it tried. Yeah, the song is at least a little less repetitive with the other song is just getting annoying. Like, clearly, like, a 20-second song stretched out to 30 minutes is just not gonna fly. Or Golgus is. Like, that even with the freeze nerf, it's still good enough. Like, our damage is good enough that it still matters. Like that. Yeah, sadly no enemies spawn where they just went. I wish. Terrell's Ego, I think, spawns them there, but that quest doesn't for some reason. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, didn't die. That's the important thing. There we go. Ooh, that body. The downside of Psycho Wand. It puts me in kill range on Anguish. Yeah, the issue with Dynasty Tactics we were listening to earlier, it was allegedly a playlist for 1, but it was mostly songs from 2, because apparently they just don't feel like separating them for some reason. It's kind of sad. I don't know why that game is, or those series are unloved, and why they keep mixing the soundtracks. Yeah, the Megan range is also slightly higher on Anguish, from what I recall. Sometimes very silly kills will happen. Enemies are just getting walloped. Or remote. A lot of pan arms. Like, technically we could skip these. The door is open, but you know what? They're here. Might as well just kill them. Have vengeance upon them. I guess it's polite of the quest to make them optional. Joke's on you, enemies. I'm immune to paralysis. Lily is done. I was gonna use that dragon just to bully the lilies on the other side of the room. What are they gonna do about it? Because there's nothing, chat. That's what they're gonna do. Nothing. Come on, Vice Chance. Material here. By enemies. There we go, the lone Crimson Assassin. It just gets blown up. Goodbye. Kaboom. Simple quest we could do. Change it up a little from Forest. Nice. Parameter has enough health to survive. Took 4. Mission accomplished. Well, it is quite a journey to go, though. Get wrecked. Photon drop, nice. I think there is a small extra % chance of getting a photon drop.
these drops could, in theory, be amazing. Got bodied randomly for me. Aw, Vice did drop, but no hit percentage. So I guess in a way, Anguish did influence it to draw. I mean, the drop rate up and the rare rate up. Debuff you, walk away, debuff you. Poor Crimson Assassins, they're trying. You know, if Viridian had a better forest, I could almost see this quest being kind of fun to kind of mix in with some V101 chances. It's a shame they don't, and it's like borderline unplayable, but you know, it is what it is. They pay for the sin of still having V101. I'm gonna wait a little bit, this looks bad for me. Like how there's some enemies that actually never spawn. We actually backed up so much to confuse them. It's really funny. I didn't realize you could do that in this room, that it was possible to put them in a way they can't see you. They have the same eyesight as Maya from Phoenix Wright again. So dead. Oh, I'm so dead, yeah. I was like, they hit me out of Resta. I tried. That tri-fluid, though. Pheromone, Milkweed. Look how unfair that is. It's such a good room clear. Look at it. Oh, absolutely disgusting. This was Rafoi the room. Look what they do. That's the kind of room layout I want to see more often. I'm so sad there's few quests that just let us go Rafoi dominance. We also need more like Razan dominance rooms as well. I'm gonna mix it up a little. I'm gonna go activate the switch. Build the pan arms. Enjoy the traps in here if you really need them. Not that they do much on Anguish. Let's level up for the team. Mode at 500. Slowly becoming in the survivability range on Anguish. Hey, look at that, didn't die. I like that set damage is like so unscary, whereas normally it's like, oh no, set damage, I'm gonna die. Oh, game. I don't want that tri-fluid. Hopefully this is not a trap. Good. Or enemies. Let's go ahead and switch the song. Not used to seeing it with so much health. Oh, I didn't get it. This could be bad. Oh, never mind. Team cleaned up. Yeah, this dragon should probably jump us at least 10 more XP a second. It's going to be worth quite a bit on Anguish. Oof. Jump 30 XP a second. It's kind of worth. I mean, 153 XP a second is pretty good, given we only fought one boss. I will gladly take that. I believe we see some Hildatours here. Poor enemies. Well, I guess I got all the PDs I wanted for the stream. Right, chat? We did like a whole hour of very hard mode or so. Got nothing. Well, kind of. We got like a low hit Jaya, which is, I guess, okay to put on my backup Ucast. Then, yeah, we're starting to find some photon drops. Sadly, no ignition cloaks today. Ignition cloak resets are like the box runs of episode 2. They really are. It's like 30 seconds of nonsense and resets. Sadly, none of us have come across a Heavenly Arms yet. That would have been kind of nice. Honestly, we have so many people here, we could probably still do pod. As long as I'm like a strong force, I'm able to deal with it. 'Cause there's not that many Dwarfons in the quest. I'm gonna mix some of those in. That's how we can do it. Then if I play Orange ID, we can maybe get Dango that X-Cow. We're plotting now, chat. We're figuring it out. We saw the line. So yeah, let's do some Orange ID after this. Enemies. Ouch. Oh wait, chat doesn't need to change their selection at all. New forces should be able to mop up a lot of episode 4 surface. And I could probably solo the stupid worm boss. Because my Fonu will almost guaranteed as Congeal Cloak, so my damage is actually pretty good. As long as I put away the Psycho 1, we should be fine. Wow, almost 160 experience a second. That's kind of wild. So many grinders. I guess I'll go pick some up. At least I'm finding more excuses to play Orange ID. I feel like that ID, I really didn't touch them with. I don't even know if it's just that I thought the ID was bad. I honestly don't even remember what my mindset was back then. So I used to think Pink ID was kind of limited, because I saw like endless people complaining about it. And honestly, it's probably one of my more played IDs, especially during like special events. Between like Phantasmal World 2, you have all the cookie quests, which are amazing. I love Endless. Uh-oh. I was gonna say, yeah, we gotta be careful. Let's make sure to debuff. There we go, now we don't die. Already level 110, wow. should be opening. Oh, one more wave. Debuff time so we don't die. Nice level up. Mo getting just a little tankier. Parameter clearing the hurdle versus Dorpon. Sadly, I think you need like, what is it, 787 to live laser. Little under level episode 4 boss, but able to do surface. There we go. We can help Dango with the hunts. So we did see some Del Rappies today. I'm happy about that. Technically got a frozen shooter today. Sadly, no Mill Lily sighted while playing this quest. Would have been kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Still a couple more chances of frozen shooter. Nothing else, this just ends up being a easy PD increase for high numbers of enemies. So I kind of like it since most of the team is not coming in with like 0 material, 0 mag, so like this is not a bad way for us to level. Ooh, I got bodied. That was unfortunate. I got stuck. Let me debuff, or that's up, I mean. Rip Synchro. There's gonna be a lot of Hilton's Rivers here, hopefully. Survey says... Move over here. Oh, mission failed. Rip. We're very close to finishing. So sad. Oh well. Made some decent progress. Let me put this away. That away. Put away the 2 TDs. Pay some money in the bank. There we go. Put away the defense material, because that's the first thing I get rid of. Okay. I'll make the game episode 4. We'll do some pod. Some levels for the team. Okay. Yeah, the fact that she has almost as many hours as my Viridian Phonumen is kind of wild to me. It just shows like how many more hours I've been putting in. Parameter says they're done for the night. Thank you for joining in, Parameter. We do appreciate it. Do at least a few more runs. We had some fun doing some lesser done runs. Oh, I'm not Anguish. I'll do that. That would be a bit unfortunate with only 3 people. Try that again. Off. There we go. So she even has Gafoe, Roberta, 3 seals, Congeal Cloak. She's set up to do whatever she wants. Dango. And we'll go ahead and get that Psycho Wand. Nice. Remote exchange characters. That's fair. It's Phonumen time, as it were. Move forward in the soundtrack list. Barf and Heart of Egg Blaster. Is that it? Yeah. I was gonna say, that's a Deldep. Is that from Blue ID? I mean, I'm assuming they're doing the Phantasmal roll for it, if they just came across it. No, that can't be Blue ID, it has to be something else. Deldep. Take a look at the drops. Yeah, Pink ID sadly doesn't have Disc of Brave Man there. Morris. Did you say green again? Oh no. Somebody's abusing the green ID. Stop them. Green episode 2 is being run tonight, apparently. There's Heart of Rianov from Epsilon. They don't get anything from Oguflow. They technically have Heaven Punisher and Delbeater. So maybe they're trying to do Heaven Punisher there instead of on Orange ID. I don't know why you wouldn't just run Orange ID if you're doing Heaven Punisher, though. I mean, I guess Orange technically gets Lava's Cannon from Morphos, technically. I would think something like Zamba would be worth more, and then you could just do Parasitic Gene Flow if you're doing normal clears. Let's do a couple pod for Dango. And we might end with, not TTF, but we'll do the classic Orange ID clear. Hello? Where's my controls? Do you want to give me back control game, or no? I've had this happen before. I don't know what causes it. Okay. Well, at least I regained control. That, I think, is a PSO bug. I don't think that was my controller that time. My controller never got unplugged. Just sitting there, like, when I unplugged, replugged, it detected again. But for some reason, it was like, nope. Thou shalt not quest. So yeah, we have the journey to get Dango a nice little X-Cow, Unlamed Argent. Yeah, there's something about, like, when you first start up a quest, it happens, like, every extreme rare once in a while, like, maybe one in, like, every 5 sessions. Something will happen where the quest will load in, but it won't let me do anything, and I don't know what toggles it. It's very annoying. I found if that does happen, I just unplug, replug, and I usually, if I'm in a menu, I just mash enter on the keyboard. This is not like the keyboard isn't responding. It's just annoying when it happens. I'm not gonna lie, it would be really funny if before Dango got X-Cal, he ended up with like 90 hit Musashi. He just gets to assert dominance on everybody. Like, hold on. I have all the value right here. Ouch. Wouldn't mind another V801 either. I'm kind of happy that no matter what we do, I either go for V101 or V801 while doing other hunts. Definitely don't want to go the Dorfon route, so I'm gonna let them go there. Yeah, my ice damage is insane. That damage. Ooh. Combo kill. Stop using Robarda so much. Let's do this. Wow, 500 damage. Ooh. Nasty. Wouldn't mind a Slicer Fanatic here, honestly. Little baby step. And again, I like that the Astark was close to death, but I recognize if I just Refoe spammed, I'd be able to kill the others without wasting too much time. wazoo. Getting barded on. Sadly, no B801 from that enemy. But it appears the other side has nothing but materials for me to collect, so I'm going to go do so. Join the team shortly. So I'm thinking we'll do like 3 pods, and then we might end with see if it takes us to mines and or ruin. I don't think it really matters where it takes us, so we might do 2. I'd prefer it to not take us to falls, but any other place is fine. Ideally, we get the bonus room in the mines split path. That'd be so good. Ouch. Ice damage is something else. Sadly, nothing of interest in the box room. That's my real hunt. It's not XCal. It's like, please, give me the item. Ouch. Try grinder. Wow. I've gotten almost as many PDs as drop rate week? Really? Seems incredibly unlikely. I can't believe I caught up already. I caught up in less time, too. And at least an hour of the quests were just messing around on, like, hard CC. Kind of blows my mind, honestly. Or very hard, I mean. Huh. Well, I guess this is the true drop rate week. Plus side. Getting close to being able to get another sphere, because I think I had like 72 drops on one of the things and about 20 in the bank. Almost repair it. Since it is the time of the HuCast, Dango is getting an extra 3% rare drop rate. It's actually not bad. Welcome with a good resta. Yeah, I'm thinking 2 more, at least 2 more, maybe 3. If we get another person, then definitely I'll go for like 4. Otherwise, with just 3, we'll stick to 3. These... We're actually just getting perfectly stun locked. That was so gross. Poor enemies. I like using this suit, it just constantly blasts the room. It's so unfair. Such a good single player tactic. Still pretty good at multiplayer, of course. Actually, I'm gonna be using conceal. Unreal. Chat, actually unreal. What is happening? Okay, well, I've officially gotten more photon drops in approximately 4-hour stream of all ultimate gameplay on drop rate week. Doing pod of all things. Life is unfair. Should buy me more than enough time to get to the other side. Even if the team misses, my Grants is still really good damage. Sadly no rare birds, but it's what it is. Oh no, poor Dango getting hit by the traps over there. On B801. Damn. Well, I'll get a few more attempts at it. As I mentioned, I think in a different stream. Controller's making you mad. Sorry to hear, Dango. Yeah, if it is really starting to kind of like conk off repeatedly, it's either the USB connection itself or the controller. For my other one, it was the controller. I had to actually just replace it. Something about it wasn't just holding the connector anymore. Other Garb out of P1, no mana problems here. Yeah, something like that. That's quite a weapon you're holding. Down to Ryuker for Dango. Oh, it's the Sorcerer's skin. Interesting. Oh, never mind, Dango's here. Yeah, sorry to hear your controller's actively giving you issues. Plus side, 3 seals plus Psycho Wand equals very, very silly damage. At least this boss will be pretty quick. That lightning damage. Leaving the team on that one. Punished for Psycho Wanding. No mana problems, but no HP. The curse of the Psycho Wand, we all die to it at some point. Come on, hit me. There we go. Zaps. Ooh, too slow there. Spinners, you're gonna mess up my rest of timing. Yeah, too early. They were gonna mess it up. Afraid they were gonna hit me before it went off. At least this thing is almost dead. Done. All down to Dango. Oh, I missed the laser. No, I wanted the laser. Denied. Okay. Let's go to the next song. interest from the boxes so far. Just a sad 40 hit. Congrats on being the hero. Thank you, Simply. Hopefully your day is going well. Wrapping up some stuff here. Survived the D&D talks. Actually, I don't need to go back. Damn, that NPC body blocked me twice. What a pro. Listen, you can be a level 200 adventure, the random NPC movement gets you every time. Too strong. Between those and doors, unstoppable. Like, you can defeat literal world-ending entities, but you'll be damned if you can get through a red door. It's over. You can't defeat it. It's too strong. Unstoppable force versus a movable object, yeah. Unfortunately, not quite as unstoppable as we'd like to be. Maybe one day. Lemaine 2K7 says, good luck on the runs. Thank you, Lemaine. You are doing well, and hopefully if you're playing PSO, you also have some good luck today. What is the bonus this week? It is Rare Enemy Week. Sadly, pretty much none of the quests line up with that. Unless you really want to do Scarlet Realm Lilies, which I don't really recommend. At least Phantasmal World 3 is there for people that just want to do box runs over and over. We'll probably do a couple more of those later. Wrap up a couple pod, then we'll try another quest out. I guess I should try using more menu casts. But I think the setup issues are mostly resolved. Trying to play higher level PSO. Oh, the main says it's the week nobody sees a P1 drop, yet it's being farmed so hard. I think we're seeing some people farming Heaven Punisher, Delbeater. If I had to guess based off the drops. Somebody is being an absolute monster, and they did Green ID Galgriffin earlier. Like, I'm like, are they doing Green ID RT? Like, what are they doing over there? Doesn't even lead to parasitic gene flow. I would understand if they're doing Phantasmal World 3, but I don't know how you get to Galgriffin on Green ID, and that's still like a legit run this week. My brain hasn't quite parsed that one out yet. I'm still confused by the way shadows work in this game. Like, are we always emanating a source of light? Like, why does their shadow move when I move? See what I mean? Like, shadows in front of their feet, I go in front of them, shadows behind their feet. And sometimes I go through them and the shadow doesn't move. I don't understand. It does whatever it wants. I like to think that we're being haunted, or hunted, however you want to view it, by a shadow monster. Just waiting to eat us. Guess we just want to clip right into the earth. Oh, actually, this character doesn't clip into the earth. Only the other one, I guess. I think Dango might be having some controller issues, sadly. We'll give him a couple more minutes, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and drop off the photon drops. I almost have a bet as to how many PDs are in my bank. I never remember. I want to say... Does this make 20? Are we at 20 yet? Oh, way past it, 28. Okay, so I have enough loose photon drops. I could probably do stuff with them for trades.
We still have 4 photon hordes, which we can just convert to get like an upgraded Brand's launcher or something. And we have most of our challenge mode weapons out of the way, so I'm feeling pretty good. In terms of endgame gear, we got most of it here. What are you running? We're doing Orange ID Pod, but I think Dango stepped out because he was having some issues. I didn't see him in the Twitch chat, so I'm not sure if he's also having internet issues. But we'll give him another minute or so. Otherwise, we'll, I guess, go to the wrap-up quests. I very rarely kind of indulge in Rare Enemy Week. To me, it still feels like a lie. Like, it's one of those ones where, yes, it technically boosts the odds of seeing them. Have I seen more rare enemies on non-rare enemy week? Yes. Am I even doing quests in which I want rare enemies? No, but I'll still see them. At least today, it's one of those ones where we're doing other things there. Lemaine says they're booting up. Nice. We're in Fodra, Block 2. Yeah, the 2 Del Rappies within 3 runs of each other was probably the closest to me believing in Rare Enemy Week again. Meanwhile, we'll do Conjure. We won't see him in like 14 runs or some nonsense. So we'll wait for Lemaine, and I guess we'll get started there. I'm assuming Dango is looking into the controller issue. Yeah, I had a 360 controller die on me last month, I want to say, where it kept disconnecting randomly, so I'd start moving and then I'd pause. And for a while I thought it was like, oh, you know, maybe it's the USB on the computer. I'm like, no, that still works. Changing port doesn't fix it. I'm like, okay, maybe it's the cord, and that didn't fix it. Game crash? Sorry to hear. Yeah, we do gotta get started at some point. I'm willing to wait another minute, but we'll probably just do 1 pod in that case. Yeah. Troubleshooting has been interesting. Yeah, I was like, I literally troubleshoot everything. Like, I tried cables, I tried the port, I tried on different PC just to make sure. Like, no. Something about the way it connected into the controller was damaged by something. I guess just repeated use. It's not even like I unplug, replug a lot either. Usually if it's plugged in forever. And I rest it on top of something so none of the cords are dangling. But, oh well. It is what it is. I think overall, though, this was meant to be more of like a stream test. I think it came out okay. As I said before, the setup's a little different on this computer compared to the other one. The password is King, all lowercase, K-I-N-G. Yeah, I think Dango's maybe having some issues. I did see that he was mentioning before, he said he'll see what he can do. So he might be looking for a controller. Yeah, for a while I was using some converters and adapters, and then after a while, I was just like, man, it's annoying. Oh, level 200. Disconnects itself as soon as I tab into PSO. Are you using an adapter, Dango, or a controller directly? Because I used to have that happen when I used an adapter, and that was the exact reason why I stopped using the adapter. Because it would just get really annoying, and I'd have to, like, shut the computer down, reboot the computer, and then it would work. Like, I got super tired of it, because I used to use, I think it was a PS2 controller for the longest time for PSO. And I was like, listen, I'm tired of booting up this adapter, and then, like, reconnecting to the controller, but then I reconnected the controller too quickly. And it stays off, and I'm not using an adapter. Is it staying connected if you are just in general using it on something else? Or just specifically PSO? Yeah, as I said before, I had a similar issue where it would just disconnect and then it would die repeatedly. If you go back to, I think it was one of my Ni no Kune videos where I wrote like RIP controller on YouTube. It literally died mid-gameplay. It would disconnect like every 30 seconds. It was driving me crazy. Before it would disconnect like once every few days, and it wasn't like a big deal, but then it was just like, it's over. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of anything else you could really test. I mean, if it's like a little loose, I know there's an option in the launcher to redetect controller, but if it stays off, that's not good. Because that to me sounds like it's not holding a charge if you have like a charge controller, or in my case where I have like a battery pack for the 360, it just isn't connecting to the port properly. Not sure what scenario applies to you. PS3 controller also was kind of gimmicky. Went from like PS2 to PS3, and I tried like a Wii U, or not a Wii U, I tried a Switch controller, and all of them just got too annoying for me in PSO. Yeah, it's probably hardware if I had to guess. Wired connection. Could be something like there's a fault in the wire. I know sometimes wires can get damaged internally. So like if you hold it at a certain angle, it'll be fine. But the moment you like flick it or you move it, it's just gonna disconnect. My headsets do that sometimes, which by the way, I need to replace. Make a reminder to myself. That'll be my Christmas gift, assuming the headset lasts at the end of the year. Yeah, otherwise, like, microphone's been treating me well. Haven't had any issues there. It's like, I like that I'm so used to that Dorfon. I didn't even blink. I'm like, listen. He's charging at me, I'm like, nah, he's not gonna hit me. I just walk right by him, I just don't even care. Just like, yeah, we're good. Let's try though, Dorfon. I'll give you an A for effort. You almost made me care, briefly. Very briefly. I'm just gonna be menu casting over here. Part of this a little bit. Need to be careful because if I'm at like the tip of the rock, it could still get hit by the dwarf on there. I'm gonna make sure when that Astark dies, I'm behind this wall. Should be good. There we go. Baited. Alright, chat, this is mean. Look at him try. Listen, Dorfon doesn't understand what walls are. They're like, listen, truly the player is within a dash distance. Surely if I headbutt this wall, I will go through it. I don't know why I debuff there. I'm like, wait a minute, no ATP. It is what it is. At least if I menu cast the Rafoi there, it's actually easier to see when I'm within range. The problem is, like, because I have basic text on my control panel, it's gonna tell me when Zond is able to target, which does make me hesitate briefly. We'll try to get Dango in one more of the games, and then we might switch to wrap-up quests. I don't want to go super late night tonight. Got a lot to do tomorrow morning, sadly. So I'll give any updates I have on the computer, but just hopefully it's fixable. Imagine it's something that they can deal with, but we'll see. Basically, I was having like CPU overheating, but I think something got messed up. I don't know if it's like a fan got stuck or something needs to be reapplied to it. Like, listen, I'm not gonna mess with that stuff. I'm not good at that. Hardware was never my forte. I'm a software developer. That's all I care about. Sorry. I know enough on how to take apart computers, but I would not be able to do it safely, consistently. If I really need to unscrew something to like replace a graphics drive, I at least can do that, but I don't feel like I am up to date with repair techniques. Quest is very funny with horses, though, I'm not gonna lie. The little... I say it's the... whatever the Chinese mummy is called. Looks like it's the hopping zombie, as it were. My brain is going to Darkstalkers, and I'm like, no, it's not the name of the Darkstalker character. That's an actual creature. Thank you for the good luck AntaresConvoy. Hopefully you get some rest. Chat, what is going on? Chat, I'm getting upset. Like, why are there so many photon drops here? What is going on? So, I'm now at 5 photon drops doing odd? Why? There's not even that many enemies. I mean, it's like maybe on par with some TTF runs, but even then I'm not getting like 5 PDs. Actual madness. Oh, I should probably go across here. Ross McG asks, what do photon drops do again? Well, there's several uses. One would say the best use is for trading, but the more serious answer is that there are weapons that you can upgrade and give them specials by completing challenge mode. There's a special store in a shop quest in episode 2 called Gallon Shop, which allows you to both apply the weapon specials there, and if you gather 99 photon drops, you could create a sphere. And the sphere lets you permanently upgrade weapons. So once you have like a really good hit percentage weapon, or you have a weapon that is like easy enough to get to 50% from an enemy part, like a Brand's launcher, for example, you would upgrade it, and by having potentially like 100 in an attribute, you speed up the run significantly, and it allows you to do some of the harder quests depending on like your stats and things like that. So people are always trying to get photon drops in order to get those upgrades. They usually need one of the two. We'll switch to 3 seals here. Damn, Guts chambered in. So sad. Well, welcome, Frost McG. Hopefully you're doing well today. It's the one that I want, actually. I stopped it near... oh, I got hit, really? Spinner fleas. Let them deal with that. I'm gonna do the little peek into the next room tactic to save some time. Put yourselves like here. Let's see what happens. I love being experimental, chat. Will I get pushed into the room? Yes, no. Kind of. Definitely further than I was before. Will I get punished? Never punished.
Damn, I do the greediest route to the Chamberlain. I swear. Don't even hug the wall properly. Just walk like vaguely near it. Pretty good, just made a rocket seal, so I want to see if anybody is on while I grind. What level's your character? Like literally level 1 or just like doing what you can here? I'm gonna double reson this. Oh, I got the rest. Yes, I got the rest of the thing. Yes, it's so good. So chat, there's like a, I don't know if it's 1 frame window, but there's a moment where you cast Resta and it heals after a small delay. So the game will recognize, oh, I'm getting knocked down by spinners, how annoying. The game recognizes that I've used Resta, but it doesn't get canceled when I take damage. So I'll take damage, I'll get knocked down, but the game recognizes that it hasn't healed me yet. So while I'm knocked down, it'll heal me, which is very funny. It does save time whenever that happens, so there's no reason for me to not go for that trick. It's all about very tight timing. By Chamberlain. Dango says, okay, found an old controller that should work. Nice. Level 10 is FrostMcG. Depending on if... Are you going to be around FrostMcG potentially on Tuesday or Thursday? Because usually we do runs through very hard mode, and I don't mind doing hard mode while it's Rare Enemy Week, because I'm not super excited to do Ultimate most of the time on that week. And that is a great excuse to go for more Ignition Cloaks. If you go through like hard mode and very hard mode on Blue ID, you just end up with like a bajillion photon crystals and then Jaya chances for no reason, and then also Ignition Cloak on top of all the crystals. It's very funny. So sometimes I use this as a chance to level people. Yeah, it should be busy. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, it shouldn't be. Oh, okay, that's good then. We might do a little mini level up for people. So fortunately, if you end up at like 20 or 30, doesn't really matter. It takes very little time to go to 1 to 20, as long as you have like a high level force, which I will probably bring in order to just get people through it. Dango has joined us. Let's do another pod. Was weird. I definitely hit enter and the game was like, no, you didn't. Yeah, episode 4 leveling is crazy. And it's like a legit hunt too, so it's like I don't even mind doing that. Just, I don't want to do that all the time, that's all. So I usually reserve that for XP week or Rare Enemy week, where I'm looking for a Del Rappy. Give Lomain a couple minutes to join. Unless they're helping FrostMcG, which is also fine. Otherwise, we'll get started in just a moment. Let's switch the song. We've been listening to that for a little bit. Oh, Dynasty Warriors extended soundtrack. There we go. So given the time, we might do 2 pod into like a whatever at the end. Oh yeah, the power leveling comment was not directed to me. That I can guarantee. I'm playing a 193. I'm like I don't need power leveling. We're good. But otherwise, I guess if people want to for the future, I would expect at least 1 PSO day on Tuesday or Thursday, or possibly both days, honestly. So until I get my computer back, I can't do other intensive games. So even though originally I wanted to go on a PSO break, there's not too much else I can run. I might be able to still do the weekend games though, at least, without too much of an issue. But yeah, during Rare Enemy Week, and see what we can do there. I'm just spamming Ripoe through walls. It's so dumb. There we go. Uh-oh. Rip remote. Sorry to hear, remote. Sounds like today is the day of technical issues, sadly. I'll let the team go that way. I have no interest in fighting the, Dorfon. This character does not have... Well, I think she has demons, right? She has bringers. So technically she could go deal with Dorfon, but I just prefer not to. It's easier for me to not care. Let's bring them in a little closer. That should work. That way I don't need to repeat my Rifoes. You, that should kill the lizard. Are we able to see what the drops are? So there is a website on Ephinea with all the add-ons available. So this is the drop tracker specifically. I can give you the URL to that specific one, but all the other things on my screen are part of a component that you need in order to run it. If you're not already doing the base plugin, you need to install that first, which has its own instructions. So I can probably link that in a couple of minutes. I don't want to do that mid-run, but if I have downtime during a cutscene, I might be able to grab it. Yeah, it's as simple as making sure you have the right distributable, which it'll reference if you don't have the Lua plugin already. And it's just drag and drop. I'd say the hardest thing is just making sure you have the right files to run it. After that, it's literally just, you put it in your add-on folder and that's it. You can tweak your settings in the game. And if you save it there, you don't need to keep reapplying it, which is nice. I deserve to get hit by that. I'm really shocked I didn't get punished for that. I was gonna say, demons, please. Have mercy upon me. We haven't seen a rare enemy in a while. I guess to be fair, there's not that many targets for rare enemy in pod. Although I say that now and we'll end up getting like Marissa AA or something stupid. You're like, nope. I definitely want that material before I do anything else. Yeah, I think the XP tracker was
separate, but everything else relating to like hit percentage recommendations, XP per second, the item list on the left side of the screen, the player bars in the upper left that gives me the breakdown of the timers, the enemy debuffs, all of that is part of one big package. The only thing extra is, as I said before, is that Dropbox change, which I guess I might have to release 2 versions of it. I had to customize it for this computer since it's a slightly different setup than the other one. I don't know, this one might be a cleaner install, given that I didn't do this fresh. Yeah, typically on the Discord I leave a zip folder of all the add-ons, but I haven't updated it for 2025, so I think sometime this week, once I've finalized what I'm doing with this computer, I'll probably put this computer's files up. Yeah, I could have very easily grabbed from the other computer, but I don't even want to turn it on unless I really need to. This is before. It was getting kind of spotty. It was just crashing randomly. I was like, that's not a good sign to have the computer just turn off randomly. And it finally gave me an error that I can work with to understand what the actual issue was. So it looks like it's CPU overheating related. Yeah, given that I don't overclock on the computer, there's when I see certain error codes, I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. What you can do about that. So yeah, so maybe it'll be as simple as them reapplying thermal paste. Maybe, as I said before, there's something wrong with one of the internal fans. Probably needs to be cleaned. I walked right into that Goro. It's like a magnet, chat. There was like no attempt to deviate. I just walked straight into him for some reason. Right, door. Go across the way. Leaving the team. Yeah, my visual when I do this quest, I always run into pink crystal. Like, where are the traps in the room? I have no idea. You know where they aren't? The pink crystal. I couldn't even tell you how many there are in this room. I genuinely have no idea. I'm just gonna stun lock until they're here, because that makes life easy. More enemies. Wow, the alternation of Razan there is absolutely disgusting. Nothing that enemy could have done. Okay, hopefully we get a little better luck here. And I'll leave it up to Lomain if they want to help cross McG. Once we're done with this boss, I'm just going to do a quick look up on the drop tracker, as I mentioned before. My Discord also has a link to the Lua directly, and the main component you need for it. Should be more accurate with stating that. On Andrew or Dango. Damn. One day we will see it. I really hope at some point, though, they really fix this episode 4 boss. It is such nonsense that you can fall out of the boss triggers for this quest. Mildly upsetting. Yeah, I'm gonna pop an orange one. Should be able to get that. Sure everything is pumped up. I was wearing Congeal Cloak for Condryu, but looks like it's not meant to be. Let's see. Will I get punished for taking the greedy route again? Punish? Punish? No punish? Damn, chat. Never punished. Why even bother hugging the wall? Rest a trap? Oh, so close. Just like a frame off. It's like it mid-animation, so sad. Do debuffs work on bosses? Some of them. There are certain bosses that are immune to it by default. So for example, Gold Dragon in episode 2 got the Resta. The Gold Dragon in episode 2, for example, can't be debuffed. Volt Op in episode 1 can't be debuffed. You could debuff these, but there's no purpose if nobody's ATP. Oh, I didn't get the rest of them. So sad. I just need to make sure that when it goes to retreat from us, I kill it here. Although it might knock me down right as I go to kill it. It's so annoying. I'm gonna go for a double Razan here. This should work. So you can see, like, I put his lore on the core, even though I went underground. The lore is kind of nonsense. I cannot visualize what this field is, but I think it's just like a massive column that goes both above and below ground. You'll see that in particular when you fight bosses like Ogaflow, where the boss is physically off-screen because they're high up in the air, but you could debuff them. Or if you're fighting Galgriffin, you could debuff the boss when it's flying somewhat overhead, but not even directly overhead. The debuff range is outrageous. Welcome, Promethean. Hopefully you're doing well, Promethean. How are things going, Promethean? Ooh, 40 hit Gladius, no other items. I'm gonna see if I have the drop charts. I think I responded back in my general chat recently on that. That link in the Twitch chat. Welcome, ChipsWithTheClips. Hopefully you're doing well today. The stupid 40 hit clubs. A charge 40 hit club. Game, please. I can't do anything with that. Do I have any birthday wish lists? Probably. Why are you trying to give me something? Don't need to give me anything. I'm okay. I'll be going out with family at some point on Sunday. Since they won't be around for my birthday. Still got plenty of time before the birthday. The dance. I was gonna say we're doing the HellCleave communication. So I'll let Lomain potentially help out Frostmichi. I put the link to the add-ons, the Twitch chat, so hopefully that'll get them started there. Let's do at least one more pod. And I think we'll potentially go to stream wrap-up, depending on who's around. As I said before, tonight I don't think we'll go super late. Like, technically, we've already done 4.5 hours of PSO. I could go at least, like, another 40. I'm thinking a pod into, like, a good solid finisher. I was gonna say, what have you been up to, Promethean? Promethean says, I definitely want to get you something. If not, it's going to uncouth vices. I don't think I've ever heard it phrased like that before. Would rather get you and chat something we can all enjoy. Not really sure. I don't have like a lot of quote-unquote wishes. Most of the time I just wait for a game sale and pick something up. Trying to think if there's any Twitch-related goals. I feel like at some point, I don't want to push people to subscribe, but I think if people want more emotes, eventually I might contribute a lot of emote or a lot of subs to that just to get more unlocks. Just pay myself money. We host the silliest of Minecraft servers. I actually don't play Minecraft. I don't think I would do very well in that game, to be honest with you. It's like when I play Terraria, and it's like, you can do all these things, and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Just had a dono tab for me? I don't know about that. They say Promethean is feeling very generous. Or give a Venmo. Oh no. It sounds like you're talking about a rather serious dollar amount, which I'm like, again, like you don't have to do anything. My mouse off screen. You know what I should also do? Change the song. I was gonna say, I think technically I have a Venmo, question mark. It's one of those things where if I'm going on team lunches, if I want them to pay, I think I technically have a business Venmo. No worries, Frost McD. You got at least 10 minutes. If I had to give you a rough estimate, maybe 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Then if you want to do some levels with Lomain, should be good then. Apparently I have a diehard fan from Promethean. I was gonna say your cookies were appreciated. They helped. I'm not sure how much you caught, but we leveled another HuCast using some cookies. Where while I did have a small stockpile, I did not have like a stockpile of 40 prior to your gifts towards it. It was a good like 8 cookies I think you used. Oh, and speaking of which, being a bit rude to the new people here, I do have a policy, generally speaking. I don't know why it slipped my mind just now until I mentioned that. Promethean reminded me. Normally, if there's new people on the stream that we haven't played with before, we usually at some point do a cookie run. So I would say from the standpoint of Lomain as well as Frost McG, if you would like to do a cookie run, you don't have to do it right now, but just remind me to do a cookie run at some point in the future. Sometimes we don't always get them in the way in which we want. Alright, let's go this way. I got a little sidetracked there. Promethean says, I know this one guy that has too many cookies. Meanwhile, just his pockets overfloweth with cookies. But hopefully you're at least keeping some gear for yourself, Promethean. You don't have to, like, oop, bankrupt the character. Yeah, my bad, team. I got a little distracted picking up some items. I went way further than I should have for items. Okay, though. Seriously. Punch me out of the Rapoi range. What a jerk. Switch back to Rapoi merch here. Yeah, I think there's only a couple characters left that I need to create Promethean. We're getting close. I'm thinking eventually I have to move all my bank items over to one of my other sets of characters, which is going to be a very ugly and tedious process. But I'm not I really don't. I should have probably made them real characters. I was thinking, oh, there's no way I'll use up every bank slot. And here I am today. I'm like, damn, I really am using every bank slot. This sucks. I guess that's the curse of wanting UCast in 5 IDs and phone humans in every ID. Pay the price. Check cast here.
What have you been up to, Promethean? I'll have to see how much my computer repair cost is. Hopefully it's not too bad, as I said before. Hopefully they don't need to actually replace anything. It is just something silly like thermal paste. And not like an actual hardware issue with the CPU. The update break the add-on? The game is crashing when I try to sign in. I don't know when you last signed in, but the answer is probably. You probably need to update. I know I grabbed a fresh install for this computer, and then the other computer, which we did PSO earlier in the year, I did have to flush the item tracker, latest version. Otherwise, if you... I don't know. I mean, if it's the same computer, I don't think it would be a DirectX issue. I'm trying to do on the fly, solving the issue. There we go. Yeah, look at that demon's birth. I'm half tempted specifically for this run to bring in Mesa Badman because there's so many single zoos, and she does so much damage with regular Barda. If I was playing single player, I'd absolutely do it. Multiplayer, I'm less convinced. I'm a little sad none of us have seen a Slicer of Fnatic drop. I wouldn't mind helping new players acquire some of those. Praise be to special attack cancels and other nonsense. Like if you throw a special attack and then a normal attack, PSO decides, yep, that makes sense. I don't use the normal attack accuracy, surely that'll be fine. Oh, PSO, you're something else. Yeah, I think otherwise, in terms of PSO goals, I guess eventually I want to do Heaven Punisher hunts, I guess. As long as it's paired with something else, it'd be slightly more tolerable. I don't think I could just do, like, legit Heaven Punisher resets. It's gotta be Heaven Punisher and something. Kind of like how we did kind of, like, joke Yellow ID runs, where Heaven Punisher is technically there, and then we ended up getting Heaven Punisher that way before. Just need to do that again, but with something that is more realistic going to drop it. Like a Delbeater or Gibbles or something, or a Miracle. I'm definitely curious if they're going to touch the anniversary event again. I hope they rethink the format a little bit. I know they're doing their best, but man, it was very demoralizing seeing the, what was it, like double the point score Forest compared to all the other runs. Like, I don't really want to be forced to run Seabed if I'm not hunting anything there. Like, I mean, like, I could do it from War Cycle Wand in theory, but, like, if you have one, you don't need to do it anymore. Oh, damn, no rare boss. This is sadly a Conjure You hunt. You wouldn't believe it by looking at the enemy reader. But it is what it is. So we'll give Frosty McGee a heads up that we are a couple minutes from completion. If you're still playing with the add-ons, you can let us know. You can go ahead and zap the orange thing. Never mind, team killed the right one very quickly. Never mind.
do anything here. 3 seals, get wedged into the room. Well, the drop tracker would notice if you dropped a monomate instantly. If all you did was download the thing that I linked and not the base, it's not going to do anything. A heads up. So if all you did was download the zip, put it in the add-on folder, and then you also didn't move the folder out, just make sure that, like, because when you have the zip, I think it gives you, like, a doc file and an image file, or folder. But it also gives you a main application folder. So if you didn't put that in your add-on folder, that could be something you missed. But if you don't have the add-ons to begin with, you need to download those. So you absolutely can drop things that that show up in the reader, and you'll know it works because it'll pop up. But if you don't have this little menu that I just showed here, where it says main, means you don't have the thing that actually needs to run it. Ooh, hold on, chat. This is an important moment. I know we're talking about troubleshooting, but I want you to know I got the wiggle hair, chat. Look at that hair. Look at it go. Look at the wiggles. Yeah, this is the best part of the game. You can't tell me otherwise. Look at it. It's alive. I love getting the wiggle hair. It's so dumb. Listen, chat. That's all I live for. It's not going to give me dragon scale, so I got to find some small way to beat Chambered and Condryu. Oh, game, you're something else. I know, isn't like it's such a she probably has like the most physics compared to the other characters. Both her hair and the bow wiggle. So ridiculous. I guess I'll switch quests soon. The item tracker isn't showing up in the game. Item tracker? Do you mean item reader, or do you mean the Dropbox tracker? If you don't see the Dropbox tracker, it probably means you didn't take the folder out, what I mentioned earlier. So when you take the zip from the other one, you don't see the reader. The reader, I think, is there by default. I don't remember doing anything special for that. But again, if all you did was go to the other site, the one that I linked, but you didn't go to the main site, then you need to download from the main site, or else it doesn't work. Because by default, you should have like 5+ readers. If it has like one option there, and one of them is like config or something, then you're missing the main unit. Uh-oh. Promethean says, I got a surprise for you in chat. What is the surprise, Promethean? Do I need to join a game to see the surprise? I'll join the next game. Oh no. I was gonna say there are quite a few people in the lobby. Hello. We could do one more pod for Dango. Oh, there we go. Communicating like bees. The art of the dance. Assuming Promethean is coming over here for something. I will go see what Promethean wants to show me. I'm trying to think. Can I get away with Smart Link here? So close. I mean, that's... Why so many Halloween cookies? What am I gonna do with all this? I don't even know if I can use this many. What is all this? Well... Yeah, so what I'm gonna say, Lamaine, I'm almost done, so honestly, you could probably switch over to Frost McGee if you want. If you want to do a cookie run right now, let me know. I know, I was like, I'm capped on cookies. I don't know what to do with this many. Holding 43 is a ridiculous number. Think of this how many I had before. Now check and request cookie runs. Well, I mean, question mark. Let me open up the Halloween quest, which I need to get into the quest guide once my other thing is working. Ephinea Halloween. Halloween event is here. No. Give me the cookie quest. What are the cookie quests? I guess I'll ask Dango. I mean, is there something you wanted in the cookie quest, Dango? I was trying to see how many Goron detonators were in the other quest for the other one. Is it better to do jungle for Xcal? There's 30 all given. Jungle pink. Lines gives you... $23, and it's a better rate. Maybe? I'm only programmed to shoot, says Dango. I mean, I was going to do a different quest, but with this many cookies, I don't even know what to do. I guess, you know what we could do, Dango? We're gonna do one cookie for each possible thing that can give you lame to Argent. And if this doesn't give it to you, the game hates you. I don't know what to tell you. You've done something to anger the gaming gods, and it is like, no, thou shalt not receive anything. So let me switch into Voidana, who I think is C-Bank 6. Yes, that sounds correct. Let me put away the Psycho Wand. So I guess if we're gonna try the Xcal quest, this character's gonna have to hold the cookies for now. I don't have room for anything else. So I guess if somebody else wants to join in on cookies, I'm not even asking for anything. I don't even know what to do with these. Yeah. I mean, Promethean, if you really want to get me something, let's get in touch on Discord or something. We'll work it out. I mean, I have like a Steam account, but I don't really want you like just buying Steam games, if that makes sense. It's actually silly as I got cookies myself today. Oh, Dango. If you say that, that's how you get banned from Promethean cookies. They only go to Promethean. That's rule number 1 of cookies. Fortunately, I think he has stepped away, so maybe you'll be spared the other things there. So I guess, chat, free cookies, like, there's no reason to not join in these runs. That's like hundreds of PDs of value. Oh, in real life cookies. Okay, good save. Believable. So let's see. Can we get a group of people in for this? I was gonna say, oh, let's see if Promethean wants to hop in. You post the pic, nice. Well, I guess we'll just do some cookies, right? Like, just... Okay. I'll just host this yellow ID. I should probably get Psycho 1 on this character. Like, we'll definitely save some cookies for Halloween no matter what, because they did at least try to incentivize you to use Halloween cookies during Halloween. They tried. HellCleaves, I just got home and eating, otherwise I jump in. We got a couple minutes. Surely we can get at least 3 people before we start the cookie quests. Oops, I forgot to actually grab the cookies. That was a special moment. I went all the way to the bank. It was like, I got everything I need as I hold the Psycho Wand, except for the cookies. 10 out of 10.
So yeah, we'll try, let me think. We'll try Mines, yellow, then we'll try Pink ID Jungle, and then I'll check to see if there's another Pink ID run that would work in episode 2, and then we'll go to Sky Underground. So we don't have to do anything that makes any sense anymore. I'll just grab a couple cookies. Oh no, he only needs one. I was gonna say HellCleave. Do you just want to sit in the corner of the room and get experience? I don't even think you need to do anything. If you just exist, it's okay. I re-downloaded the main add-on and plugin. Does it all go into the Ephinea folder or onto the add-ons folder? No, it goes into the add-ons folder. There's like one exception to that, but usually it's there. Would make it a bit harder. It's okay. We'll revive you on occasion, maybe. It's not like you need... If nothing else, at least this is free items. There we go. Now we just need one more person to just at least get chances of Xcal or something. We have any takers for the 4th slot. The charge is absolutely nothing. You just need to join the game. There we go. Somebody has joined. We did it. But like Twix. Okay, we got a 4-man squad here. We summoned with the cookies. Whoever gets 10 Xcal, so I get 3 PDs. Damn. Yeah, we'll try the different Xcal quests, because the goal is Dango wants a self-found Xcal. So I'm like, if this quest doesn't give it to you, I don't know what to tell you. The game is just like, no. Thou shalt not receive. Thou shalt not have the blessing of Cookie. So anyway, we'll try to protect HellCleave, I guess. Otherwise, HellCleave could just absorb the experience. I'll try to move. Why me? Just rest the tanking. I do like the aesthetic of this one, where it's not black and white, but it's also not like pure sepia either. I like it. Ouch. Random missiles are just eating me. Debuff. So hopefully these will be the lame to art. I mean, one in 735. Come on. Surely one of these must go to Dango at this point. Surely, with the drop rate being that ridiculous, surely something will go to Dango. Like, come on, what else are you gonna see a drop rate like that? Might even be tempted to do it again. Honestly, the drop rate is ridiculous. I was gonna say new mission. Play Cookie Quest until Dango gets an Xcal from every possible quest. Just do it. We have enough cookies. I think it would be possible. I mean, surely if I used 90 cookies, I'll get a guaranteed Xcal. But let's do this to slow them down. Damn, that enemy exploded. We'll definitely compare the odds of the before and after. PC Frog says, if I haven't played this game since I was a kid on the OG Xbox and remember to play as the server, good for newbies. Yeah, there's a lot of quality of life changes here. And even if you don't know about all the add-ons and stuff, like how Dango's red sword is color, exactly. It's like Sin City. Got occasional color highlights. They added a lot of things to support more kind of like modern gameplay. So there's no more like competing for loot boxes or the equivalency of the item boxes. Everybody has their own individualized drops. That was kind of toxic, the old school version, to be honest with you. So now it's just a lot more friendly. There's tons of custom quests, and again, there's people of kind of all levels and experience playing. I think usually like every month or so, I usually see somebody say something like it came from that. Which one you love, D2? It's certainly something. I only remember buying CDs in this game because there was a song on one of the discs I love. Oh, they've actually expanded the CD collection. So not only can you buy them, but there's also, you can guarantee get them in certain events, and there's a lot more in general. Item box tracker is nuts. Oh, you're checking it out? It's so good. Mini Sonics? I don't think I remember that. Yeah, the item tracker is nuts if you haven't seen it, Lemaine. Like, it's so good. Forgot your mag? No worries. Listen, we don't have to play optimal here. Just enjoy the cookie for what it is. Just eat it up. Yeah, see that 40 hit caliber that I'm not gonna pick up? We know where it is on screen thanks to the Dropbox tracker. I know exactly where I don't want to go. Thanks, Item Box tracker. You're the best. Watching the guy code it, didn't realize he released it. Really messed something up. I added main plugin to the add-ins folder, now my main window doesn't show up anymore. I figured it out sometime. Thanks for yeah, as I said before, just kind of take the steps slowly. See the Excel I got? I don't. Oof. Well, I mean, there's about to be a lot of chances here, Dango. Who knows? Oh, please don't murder me. Have mercy. Leave me alone. Get bullied. Yeah, as I said before, we have a step-by-step direction in the Discord, if you're on our Discord. If you're not on the Discord and want to check, do !Discord. And we walk through the steps needed for the initial plugin. So I'm not sure, as I said before, it wasn't clear for me if you had any plugins prior to today, or if this was your first plugin. Yeah. Nice level up. On Sinnoh Reds. I think we got a few more. Ah, I got the shock ailment on him. Get wrecked. Outplayed, chat. And I shocked him again. Well, I wouldn't mind a V101 from this, honestly. I am looking for one. Unironically. I think I'm at an annoying spot. Let me come over here. Perish. The one that I linked is not the same as the one in my add-on one. I haven't done a video on this one, I don't think. I could update the... I don't really want to update the video. I might make a part 2 to the other video. That's a good point. Probably do a part 1. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Dango. Well, there's, I think, at least 2 more chances with Excal here. That is a lot of angry Sinnohs. Yeah, what I would do is just make sure if something is not working as expected, you could just clear out the folder, if nothing else. Just try again. If something is not placed properly. Come on, Dango. I'm rooting for you, Dango. Oh, double Baran's over there. That's evil. Well, I'm trying to stall them. It's kind of working. But yes, TCU Frog. Sorry, didn't mean to get sidetracked there, but as I said before, people from all experience, whether you played Blue Burst or just regular, like GameCube or even to some extent Dreamcast, it's pretty friendly. And thanks to things like the RBR or the Revolve Boost Road, there's at least quests that have a slightly elevated rate of drops. Kind of encourage other quests being played. We're playing one of the custom quests now that normally you need something special to get into, but Promethean has generously donated, like, possibly many days worth of cookie quests here. Come on, Lame Dargent. So, got some chances for Dango. Debuff, debuff. Yeah, I was hoping for a V101. Game is saying no, though. Okay. Some materials. So sad. Game does not love us. Ryuker time. Well, that's okay, because we have another ID to try and another quest series to try. So if that didn't work, take two. Rid of these. And at some point, I know HellCleave will probably want to do potentially like a yellow ID cookie for LNK. Which I don't think I'll do tonight, since it'll get pretty late. But we'll get pretty close. I did not put the Psycho Wand away. I'm so bad. I put something away, but it wasn't the Psycho Wand. So I'm gonna switch over to Pink ID. I'm still gonna play Force, so nobody needs to change on my behalf or whatever. That away. Don't need these, don't need that. These. Pink ID. Let's see. And we get Dango to achieve it. It already went to the next song, so that's convenient. I think we want to do jungle. 30 all givens. Pink ID. That way we can truly say we tried many things to get Dango this lame to Argent. I wasn't honestly sure if I hit episode 2 or not at first. I definitely was like, I think I did, but I don't know. Do people still sit around in the main hub of their jelly chairs? Oh yeah. We're in a separate block, so you won't see as much of that, but there are definitely people that just spend all day there. Absolutely, TCU frogs. I might even, towards the end of the stream, showcase that. I'm sure we can find at least like 4 people doing it. Yeah, so at some point, I will say, HellCleave, I will give you at least 1 yellow ID cookie run in the future. If weird memories of the game, no worries. We all remember the game in different ways. Some for joke reasons, some for serious. Have fun, Frost G. Some of my youngest memories playing this. Nice, nice. There we go. I was wondering where Twix was. My brain was processing which one to do. It was like, jungle. I
hand this in too. I almost never do the episode 2 cookie quests. I'm assuming they're this way. Okay, there they are. Remember a box glitch you could use with infinite. Oh, that did get removed. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they kept that in Ephinea. But to be fair, there's a lot easier ways to level than box glitch. Oh, there's no black and white here. It's so sad. Yeah, generally there aren't like... There's a lot of nonsense that can happen on like the GameCube version that you wouldn't be allowed to do. Like no multi-menu inputs to suddenly put 900 plus sabers into your left hand or whatever. Jisoo Frog says, never teach noobs. I think it's stable now. Thanks for the run. Sorry, remote battery saying something there. Hopefully you guys can through the problem without too much trouble. I think it was fine. Let things stabilized. Again, we're trying to see if we can get Dango the Lame Dargents. Just remind me, remote battery. Oh, you cookie. Do a cookie run for whatever you want. One of, fun of. But going back to TCU Frog says, do you ever teach play with noobs during any of your streams? Yeah, we play with new people. Not like so much this year, but we play with a lot of new people. People like AntaresConvoy and Remote Battery. We got them when we had like some of their first characters, and they've now become almost veterans at this point. There's people that we play with. I haven't seen them recently, but some of the people last year we played with, like the Emblem Hero, for example. We played with Bunny, for example. So some people only usually pop around for events, and that's fine. But yeah, we helped a lot of people. Second. Something about the text is cutting off for me. There we go. Probably use that cookie when you get to Human Worlds very hard. Yeah, you can even do like a Blue ID. I mean, that's a pretty common one that people request. Blue ID, very hard. Just for ignition cloak chances. I swear if I don't get a Discount Brave Man in this quest, I will also lose my mind. Come on, it's 1 in 82 and there's like 30 enemies here. Surely one of us will get it. The best part is it's free, that's true. Debuff, debuff, get rid of these. Handgun Mila, that'd be a fun draw. Do you wanna give anybody an Uber while we're here? That'd be very memorable. Yeah. Yeah, some people have gotten their first, like, massive hit things here. Thank you for the follow, TCU Frogs. So, as I said before, you might have missed it earlier. I was looking to see if anybody was looking to level some characters on, like, Tuesday, Thursday, since it's Rare Enemy Week, and I don't care about Rare Enemy Week, honestly. So, if we're gonna do it, I'd rather do, like, some Episode 4 stuff or whatever. So, we help people level new characters. I'm not sure if they're necessarily new players, quote-unquote, but usually go through and get a nice little buff there. Hello, Gibbles. Like you to perish. So, typically speaking, I have some experience in some quests that I think I'm pretty good at, but there's a lot of quests where I'm like, I am definitely not the definitive source, and I don't want to mislead you in how to do the quest. But there are certain runs I can do fairly quickly, fairly fast. I'm pretty comfortable with the boss rush quests in episode 4, so I could probably teach all the gimmicks there. Play TTF enough that I can at least teach you some of the gimmicks, or showcase things like how Fire Trap can instantly kill slimes regardless of their health totals and regardless of the Fire Trap damage. There's like little tech pieces. We've gathered them, I think, into a document on Google Drive. So that way, you know, whenever somebody has a question, we just kind of refer them back to the guides.
don't remember if we have a command that goes specifically to the drives, but I think if you do like, I think it's like exclamation mark PSO guides or exclamation mark guides, I think both work. That'll link to like some of the videos we did, but it also links to the Google Drives through those. Oh, the popper guides, yeah. That's also a big thing because a lot of people probably aren't aware of like the episode 4 items. So I talk about like what people go for in the beginning, and I think that helps people a lot. So I'm happy that it gets used. We have an ultimate guide, but I've been putting it off for a while. Just things literally keep happening every time I go to touch this guide. It's like the worst luck, I swear, chat. So it's just one of those things where it's like, I swear every single time I've attempted to start up this guide, something has happened to one of my computers. Like, legit, last time I couldn't do the guide, it's because my other computer was having problems. And then we came back, and then we had, like, massive item changes, so I needed to wait on that. And then I went to do, like, the finalized quests for the guide, and then they added quests. Like, I mean, it's good that the game is still updating, but it is also kind of funny when you're like, now I'm done, I'm ready to revise it, and we're ready to do, oh, now this part is no longer up to date. I just recorded it like 2 days ago. This is so sad. Literally hasn't changed in like 3 years. Gets updated. Oh boy. This fine ray gun, sadly. So yeah, we have a couple of documents, at least to get you through the beginning portions. I might upload the beginning of the ultimate guide, because I think that is still up to date. But as I said before, almost every single time I've tried to touch section IDs, something has happened. Like, we had a section ID change, we had, I think, like 12 new quests that I went through, and then we had like another batch of 5 quests not that long ago. So I think the goal is to get the quest guide out of the way first. Then if nothing changes in June, I finish the ultimate guide. I think that'll be my goal. Hopefully by then I'll have my main computer. If not, I'll just set it up on this computer. It would be too much additional time at this point. I'm gonna make a little note to myself later, because I also want to make sure that for people that are looking for the Dropbox tracker, I absolutely want to have like a little mini video. It's not gonna be like 20 minutes. It's gonna be like 5 minutes tops, maybe not even, maybe 3 minutes, going over the new drop tracker. Because I did a video technically like when it first came out, but it wasn't like a help video. Probably do that. Oh, spare so. So rude of them to disarm me there. There we go. Initially back to Dango. Equal card. Hopefully we don't get one of those. I'd rather get a more interesting rare. Yeah, I think a big thing is that PDs are very useful for trading. And I don't know if I would be like fixated on like, oh, I'm gonna hold 8 PDs because eventually it'll become 50. If you spend like 5 PDs, the items that you can get for it are bonkers. Like, they are literally going to exponentially just completely accelerate your game plan. So if you're more used to endgame and you don't want to do like a 60-80 hour grind just to become okay, and you're just like, I'm okay with like leveling to that point, but I don't know if I really want to make like 3-4 mags for my characters, and I don't know if I really want to gather necessarily all the power material, or
I really need like a frozen shooter, and I'm kind of the wrong ID for frozen shooters, and I didn't realize how good they are. That's where like just like a PD would fix everything. Or like 50 hit charge Vulcans, where they're like technically they're in the shop. How often are they in the shop? Super rarely. It is what it is. Sadly, this quest did not yield any items, at least not for me. That feels like a very ridiculously bad walk. Because eventually, if you just have like a ton of materials and a mag, you just instant level. Like, we could get a character 1 to 80 in under 5 hours. If we're using cookies, it's like 2.5. So certain things are not very hard to do. But again, it just comes onto the point of how many materials do you have? What kind of setup do you have? Do you have good techniques for your forces if you're playing force, etc.? Oh, I forgot to talk to the right person. That quest was, I think I kind of like mine's a little better if we were gonna repeat one. But we'll do one final one, and if that doesn't work, we're going to do more cookie quests with Dango in the future. In the area, I think you used to buy the CDs. Yes. That quest still exists in the game. I could take like a little warp and then there's a secret shop for it, but... You have a Sky ID force, right? Question mark? I actually don't remember. Let's find out together. Maybe? Yes, we have to. Just remembered. It's Linkin Park. How can I forget Linkin Park, chat? One of chat's many creations. Like, of course. So we'll do one last quest. We went on a bit longer than I thought we would, but you know what? We have good company. Might as well go there. Like, look at that. 7 hours of gameplay, level 109. Like, there are just certain characters where you're like, there are some shenanigans happening. Like 19 hours, 153. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna do this on your first character, but like, there's gonna come to a point where you just don't care. The amount of XP you can get in this game is very silly. Couldn't just go to the CD guy. Yes, you have to go to a specific quest for that. I forget which one it is. It's one of the shop quests. Ever done those quests? That was fun. One more quest. We're coming to one of my favorite quests. It is... Oh! What? No. Maybe not on Anguish 3. Hold on. It's like, that's a little greedy. That's a little greedy even for me. I don't know if I want to do that one. We must have been doing box runs with him. Yeah, that's a little much. You know what we could do? I think Anguish 1 still stacks with this, right? Let's double check. Let's make sure they didn't nerf this. I'm kind of curious. I don't want to do Anguish 2. Anguish 2 is insane, but Anguish 1's probably okay. I think we could probably do that. I'll need Storm 1 though, for sure. Turkey, thank you. One more quest. Oh, welcome, Nate. I didn't realize that was your ult. Oh. Sort our stuff out. So I'm ready for some stupid experience. Right, chat, are you ready for some stupid experience? I'm ready for some stupid experience. Oh yeah, it stacks. Yeah, there we go. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe we even just put mines up 1. Just put it on English 1 if we have everybody. Just I need to... Like, definitely if we were doing, like, let's say we wanted to do Frozen Shooter. There's no way we're doing it anything less than English 2 on Cookie Quest. But, like, listen, we're gonna squeeze out every rare drop that is possible in this quest.
definitely need to buff the team, and we need to be very proactive with this. Plus, the team is gonna melt. There we go. So even though Cycle 1 doesn't boost the damage of our Gafoi stacks, it does save me on TP, although I'm scared when the enemy gets close. Like, leave me alone. So I'll be spamming a lot here. So we're already at 10,000 experience. We're about to go up by quite a lot more. Oh, he doesn't have a Gafoi merge on him. That's We'll get through this eventually. This enemy's the gatekeeper. There we go. As long as we debuff responsibly, we should be fine. I shouldn't die. I'll take big damage, but I shouldn't die. Even though we're 109 in one of the endgame areas, we'll be fine. We're already averaging 276 experience a second. Not bad. Until we get a big wave. Once we get a big wave, the XP is going to jump so much more. There we go. Much better. Let's focus on Gafoi stacking with our menu here to optimize how many fireballs we can have out at once. And I've almost leveled up, believe it or not. So I haven't used any TP, thanks to Cycle 1. I got extra defense, too. So I'm more likely to not die instantly. In there. That's annoying. Damn. Big pros in there. Wasted some time. Poor Marissa's. So yeah, I would say of the Lame to Argent quest that we tried, I would think Yellow ID is probably worth the most. Just because it is V101. And it also has Lame to Argent. Don't think it's particularly hard either. Dude, we squeezed out like every possible rare drop I think we could get with our characters. I don't mind this character leveling a bit more. I gotta buy some set damage, rip me. Yeah, we're averaging 400 plus experience a second. Give an idea, Dragon resets out at XP week, I think are about 220 XP a second. TTF can get as high as 250 if you have like a really good squad for it. But we are like doubling the rate at which Dragon resets occur, and we're staying consistently in one area over and over, which is nice. Probably should have brought a Gafoi merge. That was a small mistake on my part. Here. There we go. I'm probably gonna level again before I need TP, which is a sad but true statement and thought. This fee is very silly. My best not to speak to any of the Rappies here. Didn't die, that's the important thing. Thank you, Psycho 1 TPs. Okay, here's our first real chance at a Lame to Argent. Let's see if it happens. I wouldn't mind a high hit chain sword. That would humor me greatly. Kim says, God, I work early enough to catch a Ziggy PSO stream. Welcome, Keknium. We're having an absolutely bonkers day today. Never would I have said that we would be doing this kind of run for XCal, but here we are. No! Leave me alone, Garderbulu. No. Being bullied. Being bullied, send help. Okay, there we go. I almost had to do something for TP. Should be good here. So
see, I think overall between these runs, unless there's like a crazy amount of givens in one of the other areas, I think we'll stick to yellow ID. Yeah, we got a very large, generous donation from Promethean, giving us 99 Halloween cookies. So I said, why not? Why don't we try some of these quests to try to get Dango a Lame to Argent? Unfortunately, I don't think it is giving Dango the Lame to Argent. We are trying. It's with the highest possible rare weight that we can possibly achieve. I think I'm about to level again. Pretty close, I'd say. I don't think I need to recover my TP. Thank you, Psycho Wand. Oh, Psycho Wand, you're so broken. Well, I guess future Sky ID anniversary runs are going to be much easier. Any levels I get here just make that easier. We're sitting on, I think, 130 cookies. Which is a lot. I'm not even sure I will stream enough on Halloween to use them all up. But we'll probably do a lot of Halloween cookie runs. So there might be an entire week of Oops All Halloween cookie runs. What they will be, I have no idea. So at least one cookie run a stream. So definitely people that are frequent visitors, please remind me if you have not joined in the cookie quests today. You will be included in the near future. Gotta revive Dango. Oh no. Leave me alone, Grutterbiloo. Okay, there we go. Let's listen. Stack some Gafoi. Slow up the Marissas a little. I know my character is not very optimized, but it's fine. As long as we debuff, it should be okay. Probably fine. See, if we had max MST, that would have killed. We'll get there. That's what level ups do. Ooh, there we go. I'm so glad I gel in that. That I'm pretty sure would have one-shot me. Rappy does not skip Beak Day, chat. Listen. I think it's an actual monster. Yeah, I plan on doing a lot of anniversary Sky ID runs for Lame to Argent, so if we somehow across like 20 cookie runs cannot get it for Dango there, a Lame to Argent of some sort, from some ID, then we will probably do that to seal the deal, as it were. So many enemies. I'm gonna do this to chain our spells as quickly as possible. Yeah, Christmas event is not bad for it. Oh, I got murdered. The problem is they remove that. And, well, unless you're doing Viridian, then yes. I used to do Viridian runs from the Phonumin standpoint, and that's why he's my most level Phonumin, and why he was the first character to hit 200. All he did was TTF and Christmas fiasco over and over and over again. It's so gross. Speaking of gross, we're almost at 300,000 experience, which we're averaging about 500 XP a second. That makes sense. I might die here. Yeah, that XP per second is very silly. We're playing on Anguish to try to squeeze out every possible drop of rare chance. It's 1 in 631 for this enemy. Like, can we talk about that? It's like 1 in 730, I think, in the Sinnohs. So I think overall, I think Mines is still worth more value. Like if we're comparing them as a point-for-point basis, but this one is obviously like a bajillion more experience. Not even close. Speaking of leveling up, not even close. Do not mind more MST, more defense. We're playing Anguish. Don't mind that at all. Oh, here's hopefully the Lame to Argent drop for our good friend Dango here. just looking for self-found items. On game. Be kind. Do it for Dango. Oh, I saved it. I even guessed that it was twins, chat. Psychic. I purposely didn't hit twins. I did it. There we go. Super buff. Get him out of here. Delete him. Get him out of here. There we go. Predict the future, chat. See, that's how you know you've been playing with people long enough. If they accidentally hit the... Oh, sadly no named Argent here. That if they accidentally hit a button that causes Mag Blast, if you know exactly what they were doing, feel it in your heart what Mag Blast it was. You're like, I know now. Sadly, no named Argent here. Those are pretty good drop odds. Like, 1 in 630 is not very difficult. So I guess we should probably weigh. So Pink ID was like, what, 1 in 1300 or so? I'll have to check the VOD. But again, we'll get a lot of other chances to get lame to Argent. I just want specifically for Dango to get a lame to Argent at some point as a legal drop. The game, unfortunately, I think is a no to Dango. Well, I guess I will go pick this up. I will probably not do TTF today, given that we have so many cookies. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do one last run on yellow, and then I'm done for the day. That will be the one that we repeat. I kind of want a V101, to be honest with you, and also getting lame to Argent with Machine is kind of nice. Poor Dango. But yes, I went up 2 levels. We were getting almost over 500 XP a second. Ridiculous thing. Also, I need to put away my Psycho Wand. I menued all the way to the bank and forgot what I was doing. See, Promethean with the very cleverly named Twix. I think I had this conversation before. I was like, I generally don't remember people's names, like from the character name to the player names in Twitch. And I feel bad. Unless I play with you like a lot, then I'll learn it. Like, remotes are easy to figure out. Dango's easy. Promethean, I'm getting there. HellCleave is easy. After that, it gets a little fuzzy. I'm like, So yeah, we'll do one more yellow ID run. T-Bang. 6? There we go. We leveled him up a bit more for the future. I can't be mad at that. I will take any additional health and defense to survive Goron Detonator when he inevitably goes into the anniversary event refights. 7 hours and 42 minutes. Yeah, that's fair. See, I can tell I've been doing quests other than cookie quests with Poidana, because there's actually like 40 hours on the character. Yeah, he's about to go back into the cookie quest mines. So I think based off of my gameplay, my favorite IDs to play are Red ID, Yellow ID, maybe Pink ID, then Viridian. Viridian I've been playing a little less since the nerfs. It used to be my go-to TTF ID, but now not so much. Techie Master, you have space on your team? I'm looking to join a team. Absolutely, Techie. I have like 1 million slots. I'm not even like remotely close to filling up. So if you just want to join the guild equivalency, by all means. Yeah, it's also open to new players as well. The last team died. Sorry to hear. If you're around in a little bit, close to this run, I can send out an invite. I think we're like somewhat active. We eventually have to get HellCleave on the team. Yeah, I was about to say. See, HellCleave started typing. He knew where I was going. Listen. We're on the same wavelength. We communicated via the dance of the bees. Cause like the reason why it didn't matter before, as long as you have the quest unlocked for like pod, it didn't matter. Now it actually matters. So what I mean by that is like, moment a team to sell T-points that must never sell. Oh, sorry. The reason it's important now is that when we do things like TTF, for example, I forgot to get a cookie, didn't I? No, I didn't. Oh my gosh, I actually remembered. I managed to multitask while tired. I did it, chat. Congratulations. I'm the winner. But anyway, now that Commander Blade is fixed, there's like an actual legitimate reason to have a team leader that plays, right? Because like, if I play something like Faux New World, which is what I do almost all the time anyway, on Red ID, because I like playing a Faux New World, she's able to just give you the free 20 ATA as long as I'm in the party and you're on my team. So before it was like, it's just a nice way to get access to like Dress Shop and like odd, like some limited gimmick quests. But now, no, it actually matters. Well, I like the blue on the mag popping up. That's kind of neat. I like that. On V101, I want you so bad. Yeah, if we don't get one from doing this, we'll probably play Minds on Anguish at some point. I'm not gonna burn like too many cookies. I'd prefer to save at least like 50 specifically for Halloween. And I want to save like another 30 or so for actually leveling people. Which, you know, we might do a little bit Tuesday, Thursday to level people. Get rid of these guys real quick. Because I think we said if we go from scratch, it takes about 12 cookies, I think, to go from level 1 to 80. But you can save 2 cookies by just getting to very hard mode without using cookies. So, for me, it's kind of a good mix. Yeah. So it depends on how much you... It depends on how much you want to do. Like, I think there's like... Oops. I definitely think you can end like your last few levels or so just doing like a... Oops all monster murder on very hard. But it's one of those ones where I think it's probably better just to do normal and hard outside of that to cut down the cookies. Otherwise, like, if you're playing like Hunter, I definitely think it's closer to 14. Just because it's like so hard for you to get an XP compared to a Force. Because if you get the kill, you get slightly more XP in some scenarios. As we've seen time and time again while playing different episodes. Not guaranteed for every episode for it to work that way, but it's enough that it's noticeable. Oh no, Lame to Argent still. Come on, Dango. I'm gonna see your name pop up in the banner. Just 50 hate Lame to Argent. You can do it, Dango. We believe in you. Yeah, we have like a PSO looking for group. So you're more than welcome to use that to try to ping people that play. Or if you just want to see who's around. I've seen some activity here and there. I tend to do it for my streams. I think I forgot to do it today, but... At least there's announcements and things like that to announce if I'm going live with PSO, so... There's enough places that you can check for it. That one Sinnoh. What a troll. Come to me, Sinnoh. He's shot up by the team. There you go. Baited. It's a lot of cannabins. I feel a little targeted here by the entire room. Like, do you mind just back up a little, cannabins? Oh, look at that. I actually did something. Yeah, like, we're still getting over 200 XP a second, which is very silly. So we're getting like TTF levels of experience just killing things in mines. It's not the hardest thing to do ever. Not gonna say no to Boy Donna getting more levels. Come for Dango. Or give HellCleave the ridiculous, give him like dark percent 40 hit or some nonsense. It's become one with the murder machines. Yeah, I also think it's worth to do some of the quests now, because you never know when they're gonna nerf an anniversary quest thing or a Halloween quest thing. Be real with you. We've seen time and time again where we learn of a quest, we play it on stream for like 2 days, and then it's gone. Rest in peace, Anguish 10 as an example. We're like, oh, this is actually kind of fun, and it's gone. Oh, I got murdered. Buy some buffs. Goodbye, Cannabin. Yep, we welcome people of all experience levels into the... Still 2 more chances of lame to Argent. Come on, do it for Dango. Man, they're just getting obliterated. So if you cast has an additional 3% chance of them appearing due to the fortune. I'm tempted to play this again just for Dango if he doesn't get it. I'm very tempted. One day we'll see the lame to Argent. Okay. A lot of bad enemies. Let's tell them to not do that. Yeah, the double Varans over there are so annoying. Love them just like fidgeting out and just rubbing against the corner, doing their best. Goodbye, Dubchick. Oh, I see the switch. Side over there. Don't think, sadly, it'll let me zoned it due to how the game works. And what's the dump chick more? So annoying. One V101. I was spamming that resto. I was like, there's no way. There's a couple more chances of lame to Argent here. And debuff them all should make life a bit easier. I'm kind of shocked even I haven't seen like any rares drop. Like not even like the 1 in 94 is dropped and like 50 plus chances or 30 plus chances of getting it. It's shocking to me, honestly. It is what it is, I guess. Poor Dango. Yeah, not a single rare is dropped. That's crazy. I'm gonna say one more. And that'll be the last one for real. We're gonna give Dango the best chance. How often are you gonna see it line up with UCast? Let's be honest. It's almost never gonna line up with UCast like that. Sword. See if Techium's up. Oops. See if Techium's in the lobby. I want my Meseta though. Read for the Meseta is real. I think there's enough people on my current team that do that. Around. around for Techium.
There we go. Nice. Oh. HellCleave has become available, I think. There we go. Wow, we got the HellCleave. There we go. Ultimate registration. We'll try an Anguish one and see how terrible this is. I mean, we're squeezing as much possible rare rate as I think we can handle. Anguish 2, I think is too difficult. Unless we were like legit all like 180 and brands launchering, all this other stuff. But as is, 5% extra rare drop, or rare chance, 1% extra drop. Let's see if that pushes us there. So it'll be very difficult to emulate this much rare chance stacking for Dango at this point. There we go. And my HP is pretty decent, so even if I get hit by Sinnoh, it shouldn't instantly kill me. Defense is okay. Yeah, it's definitely important for me to debuff the Sinnohs. They get a free reign on people, it's bad news. On the plus side, the small increase of PD chance actually matters here because their drop chance should be like nearly 100% at this point for most enemies. I deserve that. For me. I got Dango. Yeah, the cannon, not the cannon, the brands are gonna be scary. Don't get me wrong. They're always gonna be obnoxious. At least now I can clean up a little. Get out of here. Up for health. I'm actually curious if they shorten the shocked status ailment. It comes up so rarely. I'm just like, I know they reduce freeze and paralysis. I don't know if they actually reduce shock. I'm assuming they did, but there's been times where we've made assumptions and then they just forgot to do it. Or if they go to fix something and it's not working as intended. AKA Rip Rabarda. Never forget when Rabarda was murdered. It was like 2019 or something. Never forget that thread. You know what? I need to have a command on the Twitch channel. Every time I want to just reminisce about that one forum post talking about everything they love in Ephinea, they reverted the Rabarda, but never forget, chat. Oh, that's some big damage. Wow, they're still doing like 500 plus after a debuff? Holy. Yeah, their crits must be insane. Might switch over to Glide Divine just to get the debuffs. Yeah, I think legitimately I just need to do this so we have a chance. There we go. Definitely Rabarda. I'm also not gonna lie, if one of us gets the Uber before we get a lame to Argent, I will also laugh really hard. It's not even a good Uber. I mean, like, I'm sure people will sell it for something, and it's probably used for skins now, but it's just not worth it. I don't think he was shocked there for a while. No skin yet. Five. Wow, they did so much damage. Yeah, it's definitely much harder.
This would not be worth it for XP, but when it comes to cookies, you greed every possible second on the cookie. Because unlike other runs, you can't really repeat these this easily. Well, unless you're Promethean, then you can do whatever you want. The rules no longer apply if your name is Promethean. Okay, there we go, come on. Get Dango level. So 1 in 711 for me. Still pretty good odds. That there's 25 chances of it. This is it before. Hopefully we see it soon. The Nug 2000 Bazooka has now the same chance of a base Heaven Punisher drop from Delpeter, which is interesting. Yeah, I could be using Psycho Wand here in order to apply damage, but I think it's just more important I debuff full screen at all times. If something appears anywhere, I debuff as soon as possible so the team doesn't die. I'm gonna go get the other ones summoned, because I remember being ambushed here last time. Buff, debuff. I'm the decoy. Joke's on you, Sinnoh Blue. I already know I'm getting surrounded here, so again, you're trapped in here with me. Get out of here. So I'm gonna bring them closer to the enemy, or to the allies. Debuff, debuff, debuff. Oh gosh, please debuff. Oh boy, I'm dead. Oh no, the confused messed me up. I went to retreat backwards, but I maybe walked back towards them. That's why I knew I was dead. Sucks. 5 Dango. How is that not at range? Game complete. I'm gonna have to go find Dango. Well, joke's on them, because I already buffed them. Damn, still no Wind Argent. That feeling when the laser damage is the safest option to take. Okay. Melee damage is insanely good. Damn it, PD. Not what we're looking for. Oh, I'm gonna slow down the brands here. Oh, I shocked them. It does look shortened. Okay, they did shorten the shock. They didn't forget. We've seen weirder things happen. It was worth checking. I'm gonna leave that. So despite the deaths, still on par with 200 plus XP a second, so still basically like doing a DTF. And the fact that HellCleave is now 182 kind of speaks volumes. So much XP. Dango level, Twix level, Hive level. Heal going there. Debuff action. Oh, I'm in so much trouble. The slow-mo. Not the slow-mo. Leave me alone. It's like, anything, don't slow-mo me near the Sinnohs. I'm in so much trouble. Oh, nice. I love the walking in place. That's what they get. Acid debuff time. Still can't believe that's their damage after debuff. I'm so used to like the so much later version of Anguish 1 from when it used to go from levels 1 to 10. Absolutely insane. Slow them down a little. There we go, good job team. Nice murder.
think this is where the stub switch was over here. It's gonna wait for it. That also work. Or is it not there for that one? Where is it then? If it's there. I know at one point we got stuck there waiting. Oh, we got it, never mind. Come on, B101. Damn, I could only rest this so many times. Hot Dango. Okay, our last real chance at lame dodge and it's coming up. Listen, if they want to walk up and punch me, that's fine. That's time that they're not fighting everybody else. Like, listen, just target me. I don't really care. Go ahead. Joke's on you. Oh boy, I'm in the very bad spot. I regret my choices. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Barely topped everybody's HP off. That could have been real bad. Little defense up. Bit more manageable here. We're on one of the last lame Argent chances there, and I guess now it did. Sadly, it looks like nobody got lame Argent. So sad. Take the Moon Atomizers back. Okay, so I'm gonna put this away, and that was definitely the last run for now. I'm getting very tired. I got a early start tomorrow. So even if I didn't have computer issues, I would have streamed tomorrow, sadly. Okay, got a lot of cookie runs in. Many more to go. And there's a few people I owe cookie runs to. Please remind me if you see me on stream. We will do those over whatever it is we happen to go ahead and get that money for the quest. A little bit on autopilot there, it's fine. Need that money. Gonna get Uni up to 40 and then take you up on that cookie offer. Yeah, as I said before, if you manage to get there by Tuesday, or at worst Thursday, we could probably help your character level up. Since that'll be my target for helping people out. I don't know if I want to do a new character on my side or not. I might just help people. I don't know. I have enough power materials and stuff like that. I just haven't decided if I wanted to commit to it, as it were. But anyway, chat, let's pause here for now. See if the Be Right Back screen is working. Nice, it is. So I managed to import some of the stream settings from the other system, and I had to tweak them a little bit, as I said before, for this PC. So it seems to be working okay. I was able to hear alerts okay. And yeah, I think for now, we're going to, I guess, see if this works. Yeah, let's chat works. So from that standpoint, we'll probably be doing a lot more rare enemy leveling, and then also a few cookie runs. And see what we could get in terms of value in the future. But for now, let's say goodbye to YouTube. So if you did watch to this point in the video or the VOD, just like to say thank you for watching. To see you again next time.